Hi guys, welcome back to Her the Podcast. This is Danny.
And it's Taylor.
And we are back with episode 57. And we are back with episode 57. Woohoo. Alright, so
Okay.
Okay, so my list is a bit hefty, and I'm not gonna lie, it's a bit hefty.
Mine isn't so hefty.
Let's start with the shows. I want to end off with 13 Reasons. I want to end off with that.
I do too.
Okay, great. So what do you got?
So I watched Uncut Gems.
I didn't watch that yet.
Did you watch it? Okay.
No.
So
Was it good?
it was a good movie. I recommend it.
Okay.
They had a little twist at the end. I think that Adam Sandler did a very good job.
Okay.
Now, when I watched it, I didn't know what it was about.
Me neither.
At all. I thought
I didn't know what it was about either, but I read the synopsis on Netflix, and it said something about he was like some from what I got from it was like he was basically some broke nigga that needed to get some shit tied up, sell jewelry and shit like that. With some illegal people, I guess, right?
Yeah, like he be fucking with mob niggas and shit like that.
Yeah. Wasn't Lakeith in it?
Yeah, Lakeith was in it. Lakeith did good too. I love Lakeith Stanfield. But anyway, at the end of the day, he owed all these people this money. So he was trying to get his break, sell this shit for all this money to this basketball player, and he was going to pay everybody off. And he had all these bets going for all these games. He was just trying to get his money. Money finally came when he died at the end.
Wow.
So, but the way it happened, you thought everything was going to be good, and all of a sudden this nigga's gone. Like it was really sad. Like even though he was like this annoying broke nigga in the movie, like I wanted him to win. And
you said annoying broke.
Because he finally got his fucking money. He been telling people it's coming. I'm going to get my money. I'm going to get you your money, whatever. And he finally had it. And then after he died, like the nigga that did it, like they didn't even show all of that, like what happened to him after they.
So it's a good movie. I should watch it.
But it was good.
They just added Clues back on Netflix. I didn't know they took it off.
I didn't either, but I'm happy
because Mean Girls and Clues was on Netflix for a long ass time.
But they like to put a lot of stuff on there and take it off because they had just put Players Club on there and it's not on there no more. They put Players Club on there since this quarantine started.
I guess probably maybe people weren't. I guess they want to make sure they have room for everything. I guess.
But it's not Players Club.
I don't think people probably wasn't watching like that.
I was.
Is Paid in Full still on there?
I don't know. It was on there for a long time too. And they had Love Jones on there at one point. They had Love and Basketball on there at one point. They had Juice on there before. Juice is still on there, I think. They had Poetic Justice on there before. And they took all these good movies off. So that'd be. They had
American. Did they have American? They had American History X on there too at one point. They been filming before.
I never heard of it.
You should watch it. It's called American History X. It's what's his face? The dude, let me look. Hold on, sorry. Let me look and see.
It sounds interesting. Still on there.
Yeah, it came out in like the 90s, I think. The boy that played in Terminator 2, he's in that. I can't remember his damn name, but hold on, let me see if they got Paid in Full on here real quick. Hold on.
I never saw any Terminator movie before.
What?
Yeah, I don't know. I just haven't. I'm late. I'm real late.
Yeah, you're late.
The whole world seen at least one Terminator movie.
Yeah, the fuck.
I was going to watch the new one, but I never got to see it because by the time it came out, it was like quarantine.
Girl, I still haven't seen. They got Freedom Riders on here. I still haven't seen. Motherfucking. They got Soul Plane on here. They got Soul Plane on here too. Juice is on here. I still haven't seen Bad Boys 3 yet. I need to watch that shit. I think it's on.
It was good.
I think it's on demand on Xfinity, so I think I'm gonna watch it. But
for real, I need to watch it.
Let me look up American History.
He looks like Arthur.
Who look like Arthur?
Look at Marcus.
Oh, Taj. Look like
not Taj.
We got smart guy in the background playing. That's Taj right there. Look like Arthur. Oh yeah, Marcus.
Big ass shirt.
Don't hate me for being a dog. Okay, yeah. So they had Edward. His name was Edward Norton. He was the main character right here. Yeah, and then it was him, Edward Norton, and then the dude Edward Furlong from Terminator 2, and the dude from Boy Meets World. Then they had the girl from The Craft, American History X. Yeah, so it was basically about I think it was. Let me see, it's the 90s. I think 90. Hold on, 98. Living a life marked by violence and racism. Neo-Nazi Derek Vineyard, played by Edward Norton, finally goes to prison after killing 2 black youths who tried to steal his car. Yep. Oh yeah, he went to jail for killing the black dude. Yeah, but they were really racist, and he left his brother behind. And his brother, spoiler alert, guys, he left his brother, what's his face, Furlong played his little brother. He left him behind while he was in jail, and like, his brother was like, trying to follow after his big brother's influence. So he was a racist kid too, and he got into it with some black kids at school, and the black kid ended up, spoiler alert, guys, the black kid ended up shooting and killing the little brother towards the end. But when Derek came home. When Derek came home, he came home a changed man. He was like, racism is stupid, basically, and like, this shit is dumb. Like, why are we doing this shit? He changed life around because like, in jail, and he learned in jail. Like, he learned that shit ain't gonna, what I'm saying, in jail. Yeah. But when they do have their own like little Nazi racist cliques in jail too.
They do, but
he ended up like being friends with his like cellmate. It was a black dude, some little black comedian. I forgot his name, but yeah. So he like came back a changed man, and he was trying to like. Said like, this is stupid, this racist shit is dumb, and the girl from The Crack played his racist ass girlfriend. But yeah, like you need to watch that shit. Like that's one of the movies that like that everyone
American History X.
I feel like that's a movie that like even black people like have seen before. Like shit,
I don't know why I never heard of it.
Yeah, so you should watch that shit. But anywho, don't hate me.
Insecure.
For being a dumb.
Insecure.
Yeah.
What you think about that episode?
Molly gets on my nerves.
Thank you. I've been saying that.
Molly gets on my nerves.
Whole season.
I just feel like, I get it. Like, they have their own issues, but I feel like, Issa, she did make a big step into, like, trying to get her to dinner or whatever, but it was awkward. They didn't really talk about the issue, like the root of the issue.
Right.
So I will say that, but I won't completely put it on Molly to bring up the issue, but I do feel like she could have met Issa halfway, because Issa already like reached out. She got her to dinner, but I feel like Molly could have met her halfway with the whole thing.
I agree.
That kind of got on my nerves with that. And then the whole when she accidentally texted Issa instead of Andrew, that was kind of messed up too.
That was so mad. I did not like that.
Yeah, I didn't like that either. I just feel like. So do you think? Side note, do you think that Molly even wants to be friends with Issa?
At this point, I don't.
Remember when she had that therapy session, I think the therapist asked her something like, is it worth you rebuilding it? Basically, I don't think she really like.
I didn't hear her say yes or no.
But she was just like kind of like, okay, she was like on the fence about it. She was like, she was leaning towards not really caring that much anymore.
Yeah, that hurt. That hurt me too. That's what I was saying. Like the last episode, I was like, I hope they can like rekindle their friendship and like get back to where they were. And you were like, you don't think it's that serious? I don't think it's that serious either for y'all not to be friends. But like,
I feel like, it was. But remember, like from the beginning of the season, it was like months of them. It was months of them having issues. They were even they said we've been off for months. Yeah, it was built up. Yeah, but. I really felt like Molly could have met Issa halfway, like with like initiating the convo when it came to like discussing their issue, because like Issa already reached out, got her to dinner, all that other stuff. So of course Issa a little awkward ass, she just awkward as fuck. So I mean, just help her out, meet her halfway, y'all both friends.
Because she extended a very big olive branch.
She really did.
You could tell she's really trying, and even though like you said, it wasn't the real key issue wasn't brought up at the when they went to brunch or whatever. You could see they were still getting along. They were telling each other about it.
Because it was like an awkward. Because they're still friends, but it was like an awkward, like elephant in the room type of thing.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Exactly.
Because that happened. Honestly, that was similar to me. Like I've like reached out to someone. We came up. We never really. I've reached out to someone that a close friend of mine that I was speaking with for like a good 2 years. I reached out to her. We kind of reconnected or whatever. We met up when we first met up or whatever. It was cool. Like we were just like like nothing happened. But we never really, even when we became friends again, we never really like tackled the issue that really like ended our friendship. We never really tackled it. You never. But you have to. Yeah, that's what I've learned. That's what I've learned from that, and I've learned from this show.
You gotta like figure out if you can move past that. Like lay it all on the table.
Yeah.
And once you talk it out, it's probably easier to move past. But it's not going to be if you don't even bring this shit up.
I partially think that, I think it was messed up that, Molly accidentally texted Issa instead of Andrew when she was like, I'm trying with her. But the thing is, this is the thing with Molly and Andrew. I really think that, Andrew's very patient with her, and like he tries, like, come on, Molly, this is your best friend, da 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 da.
Yeah.
Even with her beef with his brother, not his racist brother, but like the brother that she got into with on vacation.
Yeah.
Like he's still trying to be patient with Molly, but he was saying, like, my brother invited both of us to whatever, and you didn't go. And like Molly was just like, oh no, I'm not going. Like, you know what I'm saying? But it's just like Molly's not like I feel like Molly's very selfish and very prideful, and I think that Andrew is super patient with her, and I honestly feel like Andrew gonna get tired of her ass one of these days.
I can see that happening now, because at first I was like, okay, after the trip, I was like, okay, that whole situation, they're gonna have to look past that, because she literally in that situation, those situations that happened, she technically didn't really do nothing, but like now. It's like, okay, he invited us out.
There's no compromise with her.
And that's the thing. In a relationship, any relationship, you gotta compromise.
Even when she brought in the food to him, and he was like, oh, I thought you were going to get such and such. And she's like, oh, no, whatever. So I'm getting this because this is what I wanted to get. Type of thing. You know what I'm saying?
She's so used to being by herself and being single. She don't even know how to be in a relationship at this point.
She don't. She even said it. She's like, yeah, I'm not used to being in a relationship this long.
She's not.
She said, but still, even if it's that, like, still, like, you're an adult. You need to, like, figure that out on your own. Take up the social cues. You know what I'm saying?
And what is that therapist not telling her ass that she is selfish? Like, I don't understand.
I think she did. I don't know. I don't remember. But I think, she alludes to certain things in their little sessions and stuff. But it was that, and, like, the whole game night thing. It was. I mean, it looked like it was going cool, like whatever. But it's just like you are mad at Issa for not like tackling the issue, but sis, you could have said something before. Don't always put it up to Issa or someone else to suck up to you. I guess if that makes sense. I'm sorry, but
in my opinion, Issa had done a lot. She's done enough.
I honestly feel like, do you think that Molly, the way Molly is right now, saying like maybe because when Issa had walked out and left, and Molly chased after her. You see how like she was saying, oh, maybe basically maybe it's run its course. Like maybe we're outgrowing each other. Maybe we're on different paths right now. Yeah. And Issa was just like okay, and then Molly was like, oh, this is okay. But like sis, what do you want to do? That's what I'm talking about with her. That's why I don't like Molly, bruh. I love Molly's outfits. I love her wigs. I love everything about her aesthetic. Yes. But sis, like you are so self-centered, she's so prideful, and I think it's like you want someone to like crawl and kiss your feet.
It seems like Issa is that friend always was. Like, whenever they would argue, she would be that friend, like, give in at some point.
Yeah.
And then Molly be the selfish one waiting on her to give in, and then they'll be friends again. But, like, no, come on now. That's just too much. It's too much now.
But honestly, I feel like, do you think that Molly would be this way if she didn't have Andrew?
I think she was probably always, like...
No, I'm talking about, like, willing to let go of the friendship with Issa. Do you think that she was willing... Do you think that she would be so dismissive if it wasn't for her being with Andrew?
Maybe not. Because how some people can... how some people are those same people, they don't know how to balance out... Like we said before, you don't know how to balance your relationship and your friendships. And I think because this is her first, like, serious relationship
like
and the longest one...
She's so fine with throwing the Issa friendship away.
But that's not right.
I think
if Andrew dumped you today...
Who you gonna run to?
Exactly.
Kelly?
Because
Kelly and Tiffany are BFFs. Yeah, y'all all friends,
but you was close.
But y'all both got your little pairings going on.
Exactly. So at the end of the day, talking to Kelly or talking to Tiffany, I know I keep forgetting Amanda's name, but talking to them is not going to be the same as talking to Issa.
Right.
Y'all were closer. Like it's and like if he dumped you. Whenever he dumped you, Issa will be right there for your ass. Like
I honestly think I really do wish Molly and Andrew's relationship the best, but I really do think if anything goes wrong, it's going to be him getting tired of her ass.
I agree because he's been putting he's putting up with a lot. She it's like at this point she's not even trying. I get his brother pissed you off on the trip. This shit is in the past. The brother was extending olive branch.
Yeah, by inviting you over.
He said there were really good seats and all of that. And she wanted to stay home and just watch TV. Like, nah, I'll go. I mean, I'll stay. You go. Da da da.
And that's a turn on.
Like, that's not brother. You're going to have to see him again. It's not like it was just a friend or acquaintance. That's his brother. If y'all going to be together, his brother's not going nowhere.
Right.
Whether you could go somewhere where you want, but that's going to be his brother. So you might as well get used to this nigga.
Right.
She was doing too much. She was doing way too much.
Yeah.
She pissed me off.
But I was happy with how the episode started off with Issa and Lawrence. I'm like, because at first I was like, this is a dream sequence? Y'all fucking with me. When it kept going with different scenes and shit, like, okay, this is real. Oh my God. Like,
I was like, damn, they having a lot of sex.
Okay, so because it's like they rekindled their shit. Like, you feel me? Okay, so he said that he ended things with Condola. So I'm guessing Condola's not pregnant, y'all. I'm guessing she's not pregnant.
Oh, that's him.
Yeah. But he went on the job interview and it went well. So I think he might get that job in San Francisco. I think he might get that job in San Francisco.
If I'm not mistaken, you gotta fly there. You can't. It's like that'll be a long ass drive. So you have to fly back and forth and shit. Like, and
they're not. I mean, he's gonna move to San Francisco. That's the thing. He's gonna move there. So I'm guessing if he does, like, they're gonna be broken up and like. You know, I mean, Issa still has Nathan to fall back on, even though when she told homeboy,
Nathan was real salty.
He was like, "Oh, the one you cheated on." I was like, "Damn, nigga!"
Like, I ain't never seen you act like this, nigga. What is
the one you cheated on? Oh, okay, that one. Oh, alright.
He was throwing like a lot of shade.
But I mean, they still cool though, and it's like they're really They're really good friends. Like they get each other's humor.
It was so funny. Her like awkwardly trying not to. Like, you know, because they're so used to flirting or whatever, so people try to
hugging him a weird way and shit.
Yeah, it was so funny how awkward she was being. She was like, "So what you been up to,
buddy?"
I was like, "Oh my god, you are so obvious."
But he still want her. He don't care. He still want her. So I think
care about that.
I think Lawrence is going to end up getting that job, and I think that Issa going to have Nathan to fall back on. Boom, she'll be alright either way. And then Issa stayed with options. She stayed with.
That's probably what's gonna happen because like that, like he's probably gonna take that job if he get it.
I think so in the preview, right? In the preview for next episode, Issa walked in and was shocked at a person that was sitting down. I think Daniel gonna pop up again. It's only right.
You think?
It's only right that Daniel pops up again.
I miss Daniel, man.
But I honestly think the Daniel door has been closed. But I'm just saying it was check the table for Daniel to be back.
Especially if Lawrence is gonna be out the picture.
Yeah.
You know. Cause she always got more. She always in the middle, like more. It'd be more.
She always got options. So she always got options.
Like that would make sense actually. And I would love to see Daniel. Like
I just want to see him.
That's what I'm saying.
I just would love to see him.
Let me see the man. He's so fine. Mm-hmm. So fine.
He was in Photograph.
Oh, was he?
I think yeah.
I need to watch that.
Me too.
I still haven't seen it.
Me neither. Anywho.
But yeah, I'm here for some more Daniel.
I mean, like I said, I really do think the Daniel door is closed. She's not interested in Daniel. She's not at all. Remember, she's not. But she's not. You can. I just want to see him. That's all. I just want to see him. I don't think that he would fit in anywhere in the season, but I just want to see him. That's all. Anywho,
yeah, I'll be fine with this quick little.
Yeah, the little glance. You know, that's all. Yeah, that's all. That's all I want.
So yes, you're more than welcome, Daniel. For that.
Hey, Daniel, we have the same name, Daniel.
It's the boy version of you.
Anywho.
You watch Yvonne Ortiz?
I didn't. Did you?
Yeah.
It was good?
I really liked it.
It was funny?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, because I was afraid that it wasn't going to be that funny.
No, it was funny. And I love how she showed, because, you know, she went back to Nigeria. And I love how she showed her parents, she showed her brothers, she showed different people in her family. But I like to see her roots and where she came from. Mm-hmm. I was like behind the scenes type stuff, or to see where you come from and things like that. And she, they would cut to little scenes of her being there, and then it would relate to whatever she said. So
like just like how they did with Chris Rock, one of Chris Rock's comedy specials. What was it? It was Kill the Messenger. Okay. And he did it. It was called Kill the Messenger, and he performed in like 8 cities or something like that. It was one of the cities was Africa, and like other cities was somewhere else. But yeah, they cut to him. It was Kill the Messenger. I'm not sure if they cut to him being in Africa, or they just cut to him like in different cities telling his jokes.
Okay,
that's what I remember.
Okay,
yeah. So yeah, so I can imagine what they did. Yeah, HBO does a really good job when it comes to comedy specials.
It was really well done. I really think it was. Yeah. She did a really good job. I think it was really funny, and it was a lot about her experience just growing up being, you know, from Nigeria, from Lagos, and it was a lot of people in the audience. She did it at Howard Theater. There was a lot of people in the audience who I guess related to her because they were African too. Mm-hmm. So the audience was like cracking them.
It's a lot of Africans in PG County and DC and shit like that. Yeah, it is.
So I think it was really well done.
I'm gonna watch it.
I think you should watch it. I think you'll like it. Yeah, there was some stuff I won't like. It's not like every single thing she said I was crying laughing. It was some things that are probably a little funnier than others to me because I can't relate to everything. But it was funny. I like it.
Have you ever seen Amanda Seales' special? I Be Knowing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you like that, right? It was cool.
I liked it. It wasn't that.
You don't think it was that funny?
No, it wasn't that funny to me.
It was cool. I like it.
I wouldn't go see her for stand up.
It was funny. It was cool. Like I liked it. It was very informative though. Like I love stuff like that.
It was informative. Yeah. But I guess I was looking for more funny.
Yeah, because like with like Chris Rock is funny, but like his whole stand up style is very much like informative type shit. Like okay, this is some like stimulating type shit, but it's still kind of funny in a way. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Versus like a Dave Chappelle. Like Dave Chappelle still does the storytelling route, but it's like funny. It's still like funny. It's like, you know,
you don't know what's gonna come out.
You don't know what's coming out of his mouth, but it's like it's more like punchline-y type to me.
No, it is. It's very much.
Dave Chappelle is a legend. Anywho, next.
13 Reasons Why.
Girl.
Season 4, the final season.
Girl, I kept calling you.
And I knew she ain't want nothing but to talk about this damn show.
Girl, okay, listen to me.
One question though, did you cry?
I didn't cry, but I was sad. I'm not really a crier when it comes to like. I'm not really a crier when it comes to like sad shit.
That last episode is what got me.
Bitch, what? but I was like, it hurt me. It really touched me. But I'm not the type of person that will cry. I'm not gonna boo-hoo cry tears. Like, I don't do that on shows. Even though I am sad, I'm like, I'll be like, oh my god, what the fuck, oh my god. But I never really brought myself to tears like that. Yeah, it was just so sad. I didn't let myself. I was like,
real. I wanted people that get wrapped up into the characters and everything.
I really wanted it to be a happy ending, but fuck.
I really did. I really like, they deserve some kind of happy ending.
The ending was sad as shit.
That was the saddest season I ever seen.
This is my thing. This is my thing, right? I don't understand why. And we can go into all this too. I don't understand. Spoiler alert. I don't understand why Clay was like so. First of all, every episode of this season, anxiety, everything, all the episodes. It was called. My blood pressure was up.
Because
it was a lot.
Those episodes were jam packed with.
It was just a lot going on, and I had to like pause sometimes. I had to pause and just catch my breath. I'm like, oh my god, I can't deal.
Every episode, it was some shit. Like, I was thinking, I had to ask myself and ask my brother too. Were these episodes always like an hour?
When
why do they seem so long?
Oh, the episodes always an hour, yeah.
But they seemed longer because it was just so much shit. And
even when like Clay like took the officer's gun and was waving it around. First of all, if he was a black kid, he would have.
I said that too.
That boy would have been on the ground.
Would have been gone.
Gone. You would have been with your friends, Bryce and Monty and them, and all of them. You would have been.
You would have been haunting niggas with them.
Okay. Anywho, but I do think it was interesting that like Jessica was seeing ghosts, like Clay was seeing as well, because she saw Bryce a couple times.
Yeah, they were all haunting niggas.
Yeah, no, they only haunt like Clay, but Jessica got her little ghostly visits too.
Yeah, only Bryce visited her.
Yeah. And because
Clay's his shit.
Yeah, whatever. But my whole thing is like, I didn't like how I'm not gonna say I didn't like it, but I'm like, damn, like every episode was just anxiety for me. That, and then on top of that, like, why was it only 10 episodes? It's called 13 Reasons Why. Every other season had 13 episodes. How come y'all couldn't have 13 episodes?
I was mad about that because when I thought the last episode was, because the last one, they did an hour and a half.
Oh, it did?
Yeah, it was an hour and a half. But I was like, this joint seemed really long. But I had thought all the other ones seemed long anyway. And I was so into it. I didn't even like check to see how long it had been. So after the fact, and then you know how when the last episode of a season happens, they'll go back to season 1, episode 1. So I'm like, I said, what the fuck? It's supposed to be 3 more episodes. And I was like, damn, that's it.
Yeah, I don't know why, because the thing they could have squeezed out 3 more episodes.
They definitely could.
Because my whole thing, it was a couple of things, and it was a couple of things that they didn't show, like when the car flipped, when it was him and Zach flipped in that car over the cliff. Like they could have showed, like, because they talked out what happened. Like Zach was like, oh, you left me for dead and you ran. Da, da, da. They could have showed that. That could have squeezed out another episode. They could have showed. I didn't like how they didn't. They showed how Monty was haunting Clay and stuff. They showed Monty and Bryce and everybody, whatever. But like they could have had an episode where like they showed like Monty's time in jail. All they did was just say that he got fucked up in jail. Like, let us see it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like
stuff they didn't.
They could have showed him in jail. I feel like it's that. Then they could have. It was. I noticed because I watched a couple of reviews on YouTube, and they opened my eyes to a couple things. So I noticed that with Winston and Ani, they weren't in every episode. They weren't in every episode. There was a couple episodes where they weren't there. It was that, and then on top of that, like with Winston, right? They made this whole big thing about Winston like going to the school and trying to solve Monty's murder. First of all, you and Monty met one time. Y'all had sex one time, and then y'all had sex 1.5 times. You sucked his dick that first time, but like you were so in love with him that you literally like changed schools. Like, what is this? Is that? And then like when you changed schools, you didn't even shake the table that much. Like, yeah, you got people kind of like antsy and stuff, but like you really didn't shake the table that much, and and like you didn't even know Monty like that. So it's just like,
he was all,
I don't understand. Like, I don't feel like that was like really, I don't feel like that was too much needed. Like, if you were going to be there, like really have him shake some shit up. You know what I'm saying? Is that, and then on top of that, like you know, he kind of like fell for like Alex and stuff, which was kind of random to me. I thought that the whole Alex being bisexual was super random to me.
It was. I have nothing.
I have nothing.
Season 1.
Huh?
I thought I was gay in season 1. So
oh, really? I think he's gay. I think he's gay in real life for sure. But like, I just feel like it was super random for him to be bisexual because like in none of the seasons he was never like suspect in any of the seasons. Like he was always up Jessica's ass. Yeah. So it's like if you want to do that, give me a little bit of like, you know, like little hints here and there, but don't just make him gay. I thought they were
cute though. Him and
Jessica.
No.
Oh, him and Winston. That was him and the dude, the new guy. What's his face?
Charlie. I thought they were really cute.
Yeah, that was cute.
I like how they made them prom king.
And I like how they said, I don't know, like is it queens or just say queen?
What do you prefer? Right, like I thought that was so cute.
That was cool. Yeah, I fuck with
that.
And
I love how everybody like all their friends just supported it. Yeah, some jocks can be and stuff like that. Like,
but no, it's that. But like nowadays, I feel like. Nowadays, everyone's so progressive because even the jock, even fine. Let me talk about fine ass Diego. Listen to me, Diego. Yeah, Jessica is for Justin or whatever. You know, Justin had Jessica's heart,
is fine.
But Diego, you fine, and that actor is fine as fuck. I saw him. I looked at his page, girl. He is fine as hell.
Does he have facial hair in real life?
I think he had a little bit of a facial hair, a little bit when I saw a video in my YouTube.
With a full beard.
I don't want to see him, but he's fine. His face is too fine for that. I don't want nothing covering your face. He's beautiful, and he's
already light skin. He's
Dominican, and he's just he's so fine.
He already light skin, baby.
I love how this season. Speaking of Diego, I love how this season tackles certain issues like the whole police brutality thing. You know, him and Justin got into a little fight in the hallway, but the officer came at Diego, slammed his ass, and Justin was like, "What the fuck?" Like he wasn't doing like what, like trying to take, even though they didn't like each other,
right? But
Justin was still trying to, and that's why I love. I'm gonna get to Justin in a minute. I'm gonna save him for last.
Let me tell you something. These kids cuss to the principal, the teachers, everybody. They don't even care. None of the staff give a fuck that they cuss. It's so funny.
I feel like they could have tackled that a bit more though with the whole Diego thing. He was like, what did the officer say? He was like another Mexican starting trouble or whatever the fuck.
Yeah, he was like, that's not okay to say. Like,
yeah, he even said that. Yeah, that's like you can't say that shit. Like what the fuck? But I feel like they could have tackled that just a tad bit more.
They could have. It was. They
really could have made it 13 episodes. They could have.
They could have. And that riot, all the issues that they tackled, I think they could have stretched out. They could have.
I wanted a little bit more on Zach because remember in the previous season, Zach's mom was so strict and so whatever. But now in this last season, Zach was in the last season, Zach was so like unruly. I guess he was so like rebellious. He was tripping and he was doing all type of shit. Like
he was doing drugs. It was like
all that stuff. So I'm just like, what happened to your mom? Like, show me how you and your mom fell off where like you can do whatever you want to. Like, yeah, they always did whatever they wanted to do, but it was like
out of nowhere. You just wilding.
Like, and he was like the mommy's boy. They all called him the mommy's boy. Mm-hmm. That's the thing. It was that. So like I feel like they could have did something with that too.
You know how Asian parents be.
I remember this YouTube video a long time ago. It was a video and they talk about how Asian parents are so strict, and it was like a little skit. So the Asian boy came home with a B+ on his paper on his assignment, and the mother was like, B is for bitch, and it's
I ain't never seen that.
Yo.
I remember I used to watch when Glee used to be on. It was like an Asian girl and an Asian boy, and like one of them got a B, and they called that shit an Asian F, and they was scared as shit to take that shit home.
Asian F, yeah.
They was scared as shit to take that shit home to their parents. I was like, they was like, what the fuck, like that. They was scared.
Girl, I would get in trouble for C's. I'd be scared.
The only cause I didn't get in trouble for C's was math, because I was like, I always had to go to summer school for math. Once it came to like geometry and all of that shit, I had to go to summer school anyway for it. Mm-hmm. So if I got a C, I fucking pass. But that was the only cause I had trouble with. I was fine with everything else. I'm just not good at math. But once they start adding letters and that shit, baby, I can't help you. I don't know nothing. I don't know what X equals. I don't know none of that. But yeah, the season had me in tears.
Okay, so I hoped that I was rooting for the Clay and Ani thing. I was rooting for that.
I was,
and I hated how like that whole thing fell apart this season.
I wasn't mad at it.
It didn't follow through at all. You know, I feel like they could have
clicking no more. Like it just wasn't.
But it was just like, but it was only because Clay was so wrapped up in his mental illness. Like he had a mental illness.
I'm just trying to figure out why he was so anxious though. Like,
because Alex was the one that killed him. Yeah, so like you weren't even the one that killed him.
Alex was chilling.
Yeah, I mean he had like a little meltdown, like maybe once or twice.
Yeah, but like Clay was going overboard. And he wasn't even there for none of the shit. Didn't
Alex was the one that killed Bryce.
Jess was there.
And Tyler was the one that had the guns and shit. So what are you upset about?
Jess was there when the man got thrown over the water. Everybody beat him up, so he contributed to the man's death.
Right,
like.
Everybody chilling but you. What's happening?
I didn't understand where that stemmed. Like, I mean, I know where it stemmed from, but why was it so bad
for him
and not everybody else?
I get you're the main character, but yeah, I mean, because the whole Ani thing, that never came, it never, like, you know, followed through because he was so wrapped up in his mental illness, him being crazy. But I feel like they could have tackled that a bit more, show more scenes of them, like, drifting apart.
You know what I
You know what I mean?
That?
Because, like, even when they broke up, it wasn't even a real breakup. She was just like, you know what, I'm done with this. She was just saying, like, what scene was that? I think she just said, she was just like, you know.
Oh, they were, like, outside when he left the hospital?
Yeah, it was like, she was like, huh?
When he escaped the hospital, you talking about that? And they, like, met up?
Yeah. I think they were already broken up, though. It was the Valentine's Day dance that I think she said something to him that was like, but it was a very subtle broken up.
So it wasn't like
it wasn't even. It was a very. She said something that was like, okay, this is like done. But then I guess like someone, I think it was Justin, somebody asked him like saying like, oh, like you and Ani are y'all really done? And he was like, yeah, we're like totally broken up or whatever. I think it was at that act, but that was when he was at that party when he fucked that police officer's daughter or whatever. But like,
oh yeah.
But it was just like, it was never really like it was just too subtle of a breakup. It was never, y'all didn't really tackle that much because literally season 3 was him, like, he was like literally in love with her. Like, he was mad that she fucked Bryce and like, all type of shit. So he was literally in love with her last season. So like, I feel like y'all could have like tackled the Ani Clay thing more. They really could have, listen, I'm gonna keep saying this. Y'all really could have bust out 3 extra episodes.
You know what I did know though? What was predictable to me in that?
What?
By the second episode, I knew that all that shit that was happening, I knew Clay did that shit.
Oh, really?
He wasn't remembering it.
Yeah.
Because it gave me, what was it where that was happening? I cannot remember. The same exact thing happened on a different show. And that's instantly what I thought of.
Mm-hmm.
And right now I'm blanking and I cannot think of what it is.
Mm-hmm.
I want to say it's a Netflix show. Oh my God. When I think about it, I'm going to say, I cannot think of it. Oh my God. It's pissing me off.
But
I gotta find it.
Who else? I knew that.
So
I knew should we talk about Justin? We talked about Clay, Zach.
We have to talk about Justin.
Talk about Clay, Zach, Winston, Alex, Charlie. Yeah. So I was super. Okay. So Justin was actually one of my favorite characters. He grew on me a lot.
Yeah, from season 1 for sure. A
lot. And I loved him and Jessica. Oh, one more thing. With the whole Ani thing, how they could just like, they could have like did more with her this season. Like, you know, you saw how she like moved in with Jessica. Remember that? They could have explored that just a tad bit more. You know what I mean?
They didn't show much of that either. And then by the time you guys see them living together, the bitch moved out.
Yeah.
Well,
Tony.
I love Tony. Yes.
And why did she even leave? Why'd she do that? I forgot.
I don't even know what her real reason was.
You see what I'm saying?
It was dumb. Like she didn't like that. I remember she didn't like that Jessica was dating Diego. But Jessica.
Oh, I think Ani was just trying to separate herself a bit.
Maybe, but it was
from just being involved in all the drama. I think she's trying to separate herself a little bit.
You're not really doing that going to Tony's house.
Exactly.
Because he's in it too.
Exactly.
It wasn't much separation. Then you moved out from this bitch house, but you still gonna see her tomorrow, like, and y'all all hang.
And you was in that damn riot, and you part of that damn HO thing.
When that police punched Jess in her stomach at that fucking riot, I was like,
that's the thing. Like, I love how Justin always like takes up for her all the time.
No matter what,
love that.
Whatever, because they weren't even like at that point. She had just told Justin like. She brushed him off like
no. Actually, no. That was the point when they had made out.
No, I mean, like at the riot.
No, the riot was after the lockdown. Remember? Was it? Yeah. I think the riot was after the lockdown, and on the lockdown.
Remember outside, she was like, "Justin, you don't care about yourself no more. I'm over it," or whatever. She said like that, and like pushed him off. And then when she ran up on the police officer, they punched her in the stomach.
Yeah.
And then
no matter what, yeah.
Justin went off.
Yeah, like Justin goes even like the damn football game.
She should, though.
Remember the football game last season? At the football game, the dudes touched her titties when she was protesting or whatever. And he ran on that field. That's how the whole fight started. When he ran, he was like, "Oh fuck no!" He ran on that field. Yeah, Jessica. That that was a true love. That they really belonged to. They were really soulmates. That broke my fucking heart. Okay,
do you understand?
Broke my fucking heart. But it was just so funny because like, not funny. But
that's what show it was.
What show?
Sorry. Bates Motel.
Oh.
Norman Bates used to think he was his mother and kill people and be like, "Mom, told me to do it." She'd be like, "No, I didn't."
Oh, but yeah, so like I loved how they were just basically soulmates, and you know what I'm saying. But that's why it broke my heart when like he broke up with her that first episode. I'm like, what the fuck, like.
Yeah.
But I guess every time he breaks up with her or whatever, like it's always because he's trying to do better for her. You know what I mean?
It is. It's for a good reason, but it's just like.
And you saw how she
never wanted to break up with him.
Yeah, and you saw how she like rebounded with Diego, even though he fine as hell, and she thought he was fine as hell too.
And she like, yeah, you could tell she did like him.
She liked him, yeah, but he
wasn't Justin. He was not Justin. At the end of the day, he just wasn't.
Yeah, and you know, he like broke up with her, but then on that damn Valentine's Day dance, and he was. I thought it was so cute that he was still jealous though. I thought it was so cute how he was all jealous. He would text and like, "Oh, was Diego there?" But Charlie was like, "Oh yeah, Jessica ditched me for Diego at the dance, whatever the fuck." He came to that damn dance. He wasn't gonna be here. He wasn't gonna go, but he came to that damn dance, and he came to that dance, and you know, he tried to break it. He tried to like break them up or whatever. Like, Jessica, what are you doing? And what the fuck? And she was like, "Oh no, I'm not. You know, this ain't like, you know, it's none of your business now. Like, go off and do your shit. Like, no."
At the end of the day, love that. They just belong together.
They did, and it was that, and then the whole. I love them getting back. So well. I love them getting back together. The whole lockdown thing. He like bust through the windows just to be with her. I love that shit.
Cause she threw the paint can in his ass.
Even though Diego was falling for Jessica too, though.
He was. And like, even though he ain't Justin, I do think Just genuinely cared for him, genuinely liked him. But
Diego liked her too.
He was falling for her, but because the thing is, granted, like we said, her and Justin belong together, but they still have all these secrets and all this, all this history and all this stuff between them.
Yeah, even Diego figured out that Jessica had something to do with Bryce's death. Yeah,
he figured it out, and then that's kind of when he stopped really trying to figure shit out. After that, because he wasn't going to sit there and go snitch on her. Just like when Alex told Winston that he was the one that killed Bryce.
It was like it's a done deal, like whatever, like, you know.
Yeah, he wasn't, because he was all in love with Alex.
Because they all like they all seen what they've been through. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like, what's the point now? You know?
And like, and then the thing is, it's not like he was like, "Oh, I'm going to kill you." He just threw the boy overboard in some water. Like, he didn't.
And the thing is, like, you cared about Monty's death, not Bryce's death, and no one killed Monty. So why are you? Why were you there, Winston?
It was really pissing me off.
Because like you, literally, it was about
Monty, and Monty ain't giving a fuck.
But then like no one like, it's like, so you want to clear Monty's name? It don't matter.
What happened? Because, you know, I don't remember the previous seasons that much because I never went back to watch them. But like,
I went back to watch them.
What happened to that black boy with the thick eyebrows?
Oh, Marcus. Yeah. I hated his bitch.
What happened to him? Like, what happened to him?
I hated his bitch.
I didn't like him. And his eyebrows threw me off. He looks really scary. I don't like his eyebrows.
I hated that nigga.
I did too. He was an ass. I don't like him.
Bitch ass nigga.
But what happened?
I forgot. I don't know. I don't fucking care.
Why is he? Where was he at?
I think he ended up like, I think he graduated that same year as that Asian girl Courtney and all them.
Oh, okay.
I think he was older than. But the thing, I thought it was funny how he was older than them, but like he still gave into their peer pressure. That was weird to me.
That's how fucking immature he was.
Yeah. Anyway,
his eyebrows.
But yeah, so I knew that it was Diego that was messing with Clay over the phone as well.
Yeah, I figured it had to be him and the jocks or whatever.
Yeah, I knew that was a thing. But yeah, so I really loved all the Jessica and Justin scenes. I loved the lockdown scene.
Like the little gothic nerds.
Yeah, that was funny. Them. But yeah, I love the whole Justin and Jessica scenes. I love the lockdown scene. I love them like kissing and stuff like that. I just loved it. And I saw how, like, Jessica was in study hall with Diego, and Justin saw her through the window, and then he ended up relapsing in that alley. Yes. And that scene where she was like, "I'm always going to find you. I'm always going to try to go and find you." And like he kept saying, "Go. You think Diego's hot, don't you? Go fuck Diego. Go fuck Diego," or whatever. And she was like, "No,
she did not want to leave.
She kept saying no, but she ended up leaving or whatever. But I think it's always funny when like they say things like, "Go, you fucked him." And when Clay last season, Clay was like, "You fucked Bryce. Go fuck Bryce." And he was like, "Is that why you fucked Bryce? Is that why you fucked Bryce? Just is that why you fucked him? Is that why you fucked him?
You cannot stop saying that,
right? You fucked him, right? You fucked Bryce. Yeah.
You could not stop saying it. Like, you could. So you're mad I fucked him, right?
Yeah. You fucked him. Go fuck Diego. Just go fuck Diego.
That was and she kept trying to tell him this whole, like, the whole time. Once she realized that Diego kind of knew something, she was like, she tried to keep telling him she was using him or whatever. Yeah. I don't think she was lying. I think she did like him.
It was both, yes,
but once she found out that he knew something, it was like, all right, now.
Let me just,
yeah. Because, like, let me tell you something. Ain't nobody, you ain't just.
Because Winston knew she was playing his ass. Because Winston tried to warn Diego. Was Winston that warned him?
Yeah, it was Winston. Mm-hmm. I think it was Winston.
And he was like, she would never do that to me.
Because they became cool.
That's how you know Diego was falling for her ass. He was like, she would never. I love her.
She would never do that.
Yeah, I love her. But girl, girl, fast forward to that prom, girl. And you know what?
I knew Justin had.
Me too. It crossed my mind. It ran through my mind like for 2 seconds, and I just forgot about it. I forgot about it.
I was like, he was having heroin addict.
It was that in the alleys back at the needles, and like you had the flu and shit. Like, yeah, you got.
I don't know where you was sick.
I knew it was HIV. Yeah, I knew it was gonna be HIV for sure.
Yeah, well, yeah, I didn't know from AIDS. I knew from HIV, but I didn't know it had got that bad.
Yeah, because he didn't get himself tested. He didn't catch it.
He had never been tested. He
could have been saved if he had like let them test him.
It could have just been HIV. He could have took his medication and lived.
But I loved how they practiced. I love how they
went to college. Everything.
He got accepted and all that shit. His essay to Clay was heartbreaking.
Oh my god! Saying he was his brother.
Ooh, Taylor.
Oh my
heart.
God, girl, I'm about to tell.
But I'm glad that he at least he didn't even get to graduate. But you know what? I try to look at the bright side. Like, he still quote unquote graduated, and he still got accepted into college and all those things.
He just turned his life around so much.
He was the one. Justin was the one that was the character that had the most character development. And through that whole series, mind you, because I was watching, like I said, I was watching reviews on YouTube, and they even in the comments, someone said, the series started with Justin and ended with Justin. Because remember, it started with Justin and ended with Justin because remember on Hannah's tape, the first tape was Justin.
Was it?
Yes, it was.
I don't even remember that.
Go back and watch it because when I watched all the season before the season 4 came out, and the first tape was Justin's tape. And it showed how like Justin flirted with Hannah, and like that's how the whole Hannah being a slut rumor started because of Justin. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yep. Justin was the first tape. So I mean, at least Justin, went to the prom and had his dance with Jessica. And when they reconnected, it was just so beautiful, and they're so in love, and like he's saying that he loves her more than life, and they just love each other so much. Diego saw it and realized like yeah, this is just.
There's nothing you could do.
Yeah,
there's nothing.
He even said it. He was like, yeah, I can tell at prom, like you can tell when a girl's heart has been spoken
when
for.
When she saw him.
It was over.
The whole school knew. Yeah. They parted.
Yeah.
Like the fucking Red Sea.
Yeah.
and let him walk through. Mm. And it was like it was nobody but Jessica.
And Justin, yeah.
And Justin, like, they were just meant to be.
That was beautiful.
They just had he had a whole life ahead of him.
Yeah, he really changed.
Yes, I really wanted to see him graduate and go to college. I really did.
That was so sad to me.
That really broke my heart.
And the thing is, when they opened,
to see Clay.
Clay was, oh God. But the thing is, I didn't know that it was Justin's funeral though. When they opened up this season with the funeral with Felicia Rashad, I didn't know that. I thought that was Monty's funeral.
That's what I assumed.
Yeah, I thought it was Monty's joint. Yeah,
that's what I assumed. I don't know, man.
Man, that shit was so fucking sad.
As much as Clay went through, that Justin passing.
Clay ran to the damn police station. Act like he had a gun on him and all that. It was just who he.
That was the icing on the cake for Clay. That broke him.
And he was just saying, he was like, he said, why does all this matter if Justin is dead? That's deep as fuck.
So when he was a therapist asking all this stuff, and he was just like,
shout out to the therapist. He was in Forrest Gump. I can't remember the actor's name, but you're legendary, sir. I recognize you.
What was he, the teacher?
No.
Was he the teacher?
In Forrest Gump?
Yeah.
No, he played like the veteran that had no legs and shit, with the hair and shit. On Forrest Gump. Go back.
I was thinking about the teacher. Remember the teacher had sex with his mother? He was like, he. That's what I was thinking about.
Shut up. I can't. But, but nah. So, whew, child, that was just heartbreaking.
Out of that whole season, stress as Clay was, nothing was worse than that.
Did you recognize the coach? The coach, the football coach. Did you recognize him?
From what?
He was in Dead to Me. He was the black police officer in Dead to Me. The black detective, whatever you all. Yeah.
I did not even.
That was him. Yep. Mm-hmm.
I didn't even know.
He was good. I like him better than that damn white coach they had like in season 2. I like the black coach. He was cool. He really vouched for Zach too. He was like, Zach is the a stand up student. Like I love Zach he's a really good team leader. He's this and that, whatever. I love how coaches and when you play team sports, like they really take you in and really like get to know you as a person.
They do.
You know what I'm saying?
Because you see the best and the worst.
Yeah, you do. You do.
They took them games to hearts.
Yeah. So, and I love how he pushed Justin too. He really pushed Justin. I think it was season 3. He was like, when Justin was like slacking off and trying to give up. He was like, all right, go ahead and do some more crack in the alley, like white trash do. Remember he said that in season 3? Yeah, to piss him off. So he would. So he would. But then you know how he he recommended him to addiction meetings and shit.
Mm-hmm. He was like, "It's a church by my house. Go here."
Yeah, and you see how Coach was he was a former addict or whatever. So yeah, that was you know what I'm saying. Like I love shit like that, man. That Justin shit. But no, when Justin Justin was a ghost to Clay, ooh, that really touched me. Touched me when he read that essay to he was like when Clay read the essay that Justin wrote, his college essay, and then Justin was like, because he's my brother. Like he never knew he never had a family. At one point all he had was the clothes on his back. Oh my God, yes. Taylor. At one point all he had was the clothes on his back.
And now he know what that felt like.
He said he never had a family, a real family, but he knew what it felt like because Clay showed me that. Clay gave that to me because Clay gave it to me because Clay was my brother, because he's my brother.
That shit like woof. I was just like clutching my.
It's the clothes on my back that got me. He was like, at one point, at one point, all he had was the clothes on his back. Oof,
girl.
Oof, my God.
That part when he said, "Cause Clay's my brother."
He never had a family, but he knew.
Clay paused and was like, "Cause Clay's my."
He wanted to cry too. He wanted to cry too.
Like, oh my God.
You want to cry, bitch? It was a lot, right? Right. It was just it's the image of him returning as like that ghost to. It was just a lot,
yeah.
And it's sad because like he had the Letterman jacket on. You know how Bryce had it. Like they all return in their memory or whatever. Yeah. And it's just like, damn, like Justin's one of the ghosts now. Justin isn't the one that really like. He didn't really get to.
It was like, why the fuck you still hanging out?
He didn't deserve to die type shit. It was like, damn, like he's along with Bryce, with Monty and Bryce now with this damn Letterman jacket on, being a ghost and shit.
I just wish he was smart enough to get tested like a long time ago, because you could have lived and you could have went to college and you could have did so much. Like,
I mean, it's a part of the recovery. You just want to keep it out your mind. You don't want to think about it type shit. I know, but I'm glad that he practiced safe sex with Jessica though.
I'm so glad, because I was like, oh my God, what if she called something?
I didn't like how Diego still tried to ask her out though. I would just do that. That was weird.
I know, it was very fresh. Like, yeah. That was, yeah. I was just like, you still gonna try your luck though? Okay. You couldn't wait. You got this bitch number.
Right.
You know where she lives.
Right.
And y'all about to go to college. Like,
what? He went in summer. He wouldn't have a nice summer. But I just.
Girl, she said she don't want sex again.
She said maybe in a month. Like, maybe. But, like, even then, it's just like, girl.
I would have been like.
She was being nice.
Did you not just see my boyfriend die?
Right.
Bitch.
My real boyfriend, like, yeah, you my but he was my real nigga, not you.
No, like he was her
real nigga,
fucking soulmate.
Yeah, so I've been
just tear up.
Cause it's just that scene. It's just that scene of them both sitting on their beds with Justin as a ghost, and like just him finishing. I'm sorry, I'm keep repeating this. Like him just saying, like, what was the exact wording? He said, "I never had a real family."
He said, "I never had a proper family."
I never had a proper family, but I know what it's like to have one because Clay gave me that.
Mm-hmm.
And Clay gave me that. Clay showed me that.
He's my brother
because he's my brother. Oof.
Girl, and I'm only repeating it so much because it's just like, oh my fuck, like if you don't see it, the actor that played Justin Foley his name is Brandon Flynn. He needs to win a award for that performance because one Brandon is gay in real life. The actor Brandon, he's gay in real life. And he plays he's a really good straight
boy.
I think he
plays a really good straight guy for sure. That performance was everything. Him in that hospital bed with AIDS.
Jess as a couple, they play this shit so well.
They actually are like friends in real life. They really click as friends in real life. I watched them. I watched like little YouTube stuff with them. Yeah, they really click in real life.
They have to. Their chemistry is. So
I just followed Brandon Flynn, the guy that plays Justin. I just followed him on Instagram because I'm just like, first of all, like, because the thing is, like, I was so sad of the Justin death, and even that ending scene when like. I'm gonna get back to Justin in a minute, but the ending scene, they all were burying the tapes and stuff, and like Jessica got haunted by Bryce one good last time, and she basically told him to fuck off, and she's like, kind of moved on and shit. That was a nice little ending or whatever. And then how you see how Clay and Tony got back in the car again and drove off. They ended it off how they started, because remember in the beginning of the season, like, they were in that car together or whatever the fuck. So they came back together in the car. But
I'm glad, because they had kind of fallen off. They kind of fell off.
I think it was heartbreaking though a bit that when Clay left the room to go outside and load up the car, like, he looked back at Justin's empty bed. Oof.
That shit broke my heart. It really did.
And when he was like, I miss you so much, man, and started crying. Oof, God. I've been going back to previous seasons. I've been watching it over and over again because I love this show now. I love this show now.
I wish you had watched it along with me.
I love this show now. I saw season 1 from when it first came out.
Like all of them.
Yeah, I love this show now. And the thing is, when I watch things over and over again, it makes it easier on me because it's like, this is not real. This is not real. This is not real. This is not real. That's why I had to go and get hip on the actor that played Justin, because I'm like, this is not real. So let me just follow this actor so I can just remember that this is not real. This is not real. This is not real. This is fake. This is just a show. And let me just see you as a real person, that you're alive and well, and you're doing these interviews talking about the show, and it helps me get over the fact that Justin, it helps me. It helps me.
Because even, oh my God, when they were in the hospital and he flatlined.
Oh God,
girl. And
oh my God.
They're seeing the mother bust out in tears.
Yeah.
Because they really, even though Justin
Clay
felt
kissed his hand.
I know Justin sometimes felt like a charity case, but they really loved him. Like, they treated him like he was their son too. Like, they didn't treat him no different than Clay. I think they loved him equally like they did Clay. Like, they just took him in no problem. Like, they're good people.
Yeah, that just was, oh my God. So but he was like, before he died, he was like, can you hold my hand, bro? Hold my hand, bro. They said they loved each other and all that shit.
And they ain't said that. They never say that to each other.
They did. I think they said that a couple times. And I think at one point, I think maybe season 3, Justin was like, they both said, like, I'll do anything for you. They both said that.
I just don't remember.
Go back and watch. I'm gonna go back and watch some more. I'm gonna go back and watch it again. I need to just like, cause the thing is, I'm really sad, but if I go watch it over and over again, it's gonna make me feel like it's not real. It's gonna help me feel better about this shit.
You weren't a Glee fan, right?
I'm talking about that. I have something to say about that. Pause.
Do you know what I'm about to talk about?
I think so, but pause.
Okay.
One more thing on this. Y'all,
I can't keep watching it. Like, when I watch,
it was so sad because he was basically on his deathbed. He was like, he requested, make it as comfortable as possible. You feel me?
That's all I could do. I can't go back and watch that.
It was like they were sitting there waiting for him to die. Like, cause they took him off the ventilator, and they were just sitting there waiting for him to die. Cause he was like, hold my hand.
And Clay wasn't getting it first. When it was like, he's on a ventilator to help him breathe. He was like, well, how long do you have to be on it? Right. And they're looking at him like, this is it. Yeah. It's spreading fast. The infection's spreading really fast.
Cause his thing is he had HIV. Like, I think he must have, cause he came back in season. I mean, he was there for every season. But remember when Clay first rescued him from the alley, season 2. So he was HIV positive since season 2, basically.
Yeah, but he never got tested.
Yeah, it was like it kept progressing over those years.
And like she said, like the doctor said, you can not have symptoms and still have it. Yeah. So this whole time he didn't know, and now it's finally catching up to him. And it progressed. He kept rejecting the doctor because you have to let the doctor test you. So, I wish he'd let them test him, but like I said before, really do.
It's just a show. It's not real.
They didn't have to end that way.
It's just a show. It's not real. Yeah, it's so sad that it ended. It's so sad the way that it ended. You know what I'm saying? I hate the way it ended. It's so sad.
Have to end that way.
So freaking sad. Let it be a happy end. They went through all this shit.
They deserve a happy ending.
Yes.
That's all I'm saying. Those kids, for some kids, they went through a lot of shit.
And they showed Hannah, though. I knew they were going to show Hannah at some point that last episode. They had
showed
to.
Courtney.
They had to.
They showed everybody.
They had to, because it started with Hannah. So they had to show Hannah. He even said it started with Hannah. When he was telling, the therapist, I think that little effect though, like I think when he was across the gym and she was across the gym on the bleachers and shit, far away, I think they used the Hannah double. Far away, I think that if you go back and watch, they used the Hannah double, like the person that looks just like Hannah wasn't really the actress when it was far away, but when they got close up,
why would they do that?
Because they didn't get the real actress. I guess they didn't get the real actress to come back. I don't know, but I think when like if you guys watch it again, the last episode where like Clay was in the gym with all the kids that graduated, and he saw Hannah across the bleachers, far away shot. I think that was like a Hannah double, like someone that looked like Hannah. But when they started walking towards each other, that was the Hannah. That was the real actress. But I think what they did was they edited it where like they showed like I think that's like an edit from like the first episode, or I'm sorry, the first season or the second season where that scene where like Hannah was in, because that's the same dress that she wore
at that.
It's the same dress that she wore at that dance they were at when Clay were at that dance. I think they edited it where it's like, you know, they're showing Hannah walk towards him. I think they edited that. They don't think they had the real actress there. I don't.
Maybe not, because she doesn't have like a contract with everyone. She's not like technically.
For sure. But I think they used old footage. Like basically, I'm sorry that I'm rambling, but I think they used old footage and like just edited it for that scene. But yeah.
I can't go back and watch that.
It's that, and then I love how they had like a little the new girl or whatever to come up to Clay and say, "Hey, I'm going to such and such too."
I thought that was cute.
That was cute, and she looked like Hannah a little bit, so it was like
I thought that was cute. They'll get along for sure.
Yeah.
I wish I could see that pan out a little bit,
but we're not.
Like just the start of college.
Yeah, but we're not.
Gave me something.
I don't know.
They had a whole summer.
Did you peep Ani like looking over a little bit?
I don't remember. I don't know if I'm saying that.
In the background. It doesn't matter.
I'm sure. I mean, but y'all don't go together since. So.
Yeah, I think Ani's kind of fine with them not being together either.
I mean, they're all about to go to college. Really,
I don't think Ani was like really pursuing him. I think it was Clay that pursued her more, and then she just kind of gave in to that.
And then because of the situation, they were also close knit anyway. Mm-hmm. It's easy to catch certain feelings or whatever.
So,
but yeah, I don't know. I'm sure I'll go back and watch it again at some point, but it won't be.
I don't think I'm going to watch that. I don't think I'm going to watch the last episode of season 4 yet. Not again.
Definitely
yet.
Not. No.
Not watching that, but I've been going back to see. Right now I'm back at season 2. I'm just gonna watch season 2, season 3 a little bit, maybe some season 4 because I love Diego. He's so fine. But yeah, that I'm going to avoid that last episode for a little bit. But like I said before, to make yourself this is suggesting you guys to make yourselves feel better. Just go on Brandon Flynn's Instagram page, see that he's alive and well. He's actually an ally of ours because he's posting all the Black Lives Matter stuff. He's posting all these things. So yeah, I want to meet him one day. He seems like a nice person.
He does.
Yeah.
All of them, so like the ones that I follow, they all seem like they're really nice people. Yeah.
And I want to meet Alicia Bowe. Her name is Alicia, the one that plays so Jessica. Pretty. She's really pretty. Yeah, I want to meet her one day.
I think the girl plays Hannah's pretty too.
I think they're all pretty. I specifically want to meet. I specifically want to meet Brandon Flynn, Alicia Bowe, and I think I want to meet.
I want to meet the one that plays Alex.
I want to meet him. I want to meet him too. I want to meet him too, and I want to meet the guy that plays Clay. His name is what's his name, Dylan or something? What's his name?
I don't even know.
What's his name? Let me look him up because he played in a couple things I've seen him before, and he played in Don't Breathe. He played in Open House on Netflix. He played in
Sorry.
Let me see.
You gotta check for it though.
His name is Dylan. Yeah, Dylan Minette. Yeah, I want to meet him one day too. He actually can sing. He can sing. He's like in a band too.
I could tell he could kind of sing because it was
that piano playing thing. Yeah, that
I was like, okay, he got a little voice. I can hear it.
Yeah, and the guy that plays Zach Ross Butler, his name is Ross Butler. He can sing too.
Oh, for real?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
He's fine too. Zach is fine.
He is fine. Yeah. Mm-hmm. I think Zach is like 28. He's like your age.
I believe it. He looks like a grown man.
Yeah. And Brandon Flynn is like 27. He's my age. Yeah. No, he's going to be 27 this year. Yeah.
He's really short.
He was born. He's kind of short though. Mm-hmm. Yeah, but he just I don't know. I think he's the one that dated Sam Smith.
Okay, Brandon.
Yeah,
okay.
Not Alex. He's the one that did Brandon Flynn. He's the one that dated Sam Smith. But he seems really cool. I really he seems like a really nice person. I really want to meet him and when I say I want to meet them, I want to meet them and maybe interview them, have a conversation with them. Just pick their brains a bit on different things that they go through when it comes to acting and just their craft and things like that. I don't know. I think Brandon's still kind of fine though. Even though he's gay, I think he's still kind of fine.
If
you follow, go follow him.
Before I even knew he was gay, I thought he was really cute.
Yeah, he's really cute. Yeah, I think he's the type of person that like, if he's like, I'm sure he has a lot of like female friends and stuff. I'm sure he's along with a lot of female stuff. But like, I feel like he's like the gay friend that I wouldn't mind having sex with. I hope that doesn't sound creepy.
That sounds a little weird, but I get what you're saying.
Yeah,
because that's the thing. Like people do that, but I don't. I think it's weird, but I understand what you're saying. I don't want to have sex with him, but like he is fine. Like, so I get it at the same time. He's fine. Like I wish. I mean, you have your preference, but I wish you were straight because you look good. Just saying. But yeah.
Honestly, I feel like he's the type of gay dude that like he's. I mean, of course he's gay, but like he's because
like he'll dabble.
Yeah, because honestly, like I'm learning more and more about like the LGBTQ community and how like sexuality is a spectrum and all these things.
It really
is.
I
feel like he definitely. I feel like he would dabble. And I could see him dabbling a bit. Like if you're like his really pretty like female friend that he's attracted to.
Maybe he's like
if y'all get I don't think he's full, I think he's gay. But it's like if y'all get drunk and high one night and it's like okay, like whatever.
Something happens, whatever.
Yeah.
Call it a day. Mm-hmm. Cause I always been that.
But like it's like type of like you'll be his friend or whatever, and y'all have sex, but y'all can still be friends afterwards. It won't be awkward afterwards. It's still like whatever.
Because at the end of the day, he's still gay. So it's like, yeah, I could see that. I could see that for him. I definitely.
So that's what I had to do. I had to really like look into him as an actor, him as a person, in real life, for me not to be too sad about this damn show. Because like, girl, I can't
go back and watch that no time soon. I have to wait. Like even when I watch. When Avengers Endgame came, when they finally put it on Disney Plus, I went to go see it in the movies with my brother. But when it finally came on Disney Plus, so I don't know why I decided to watch it again because I teared up in the movie theater, cried like a fucking baby at the end. I can't. That shit was too tragic. I can't. Like they killed Tony Stark. I can't keep watching that shit. That shit makes me cry every time.
Did I ever cry about something? I feel like listen, I don't let myself cry. I don't let myself cry. I'm like, I can't take this.
I can't wrap up in these characters like they're real fucking people, and I've known them my whole life.
Because they do such a good job at acting. I know. Like Dylan Minnette, he did a great Clay. He did a great job playing Clay. He did. He really did. Justin did a great job. Brandon Flynn did a great job playing Justin. A great job.
They did so good. Jessica, all these seasons. They really do need awards. All these seasons did so well.
They need awards for sure for the acting.
If I'm not mistaken, they were getting like Teen Choice Awards and shit like that. But they need like real awards.
They need something.
Like more credible awards.
Yeah, that was a good ass performance. Clay and Justin, they did a good job playing those characters. For sure.
I'm really sad it's over.
Yeah, I'm sad too. And I'm sad about them damn 10 episodes. Y'all could have busted out 3 episodes, for sure. It was a couple things y'all could have fleshed out a bit more.
They could have. They really could have stretched.
Oh, how'd you feel about Tyler?
I kind of knew
the police officers really like the guy. What's his face? What's his name? Diaz.
Yeah,
yeah. Like he really like cut them a break because he knew that like Alex's father was trying to help them out.
He knew, low-key. Mm-hmm. That's why he was just like, thank you, like he looked out because Diaz been on that shit like this whole time.
Even when Clay was at the station saying that he had a gun, figuring he had a gun, he hugged him and shit. It was like, it's okay.
I knew Tyler was an informant. I just didn't know what he was informing them on. Mm-hmm. I figured that once I seen him hop in the truck with Alex's father, I was like, okay, same. He informing these niggas, but like, what is he informing them about?
Right.
Because he could just be trying to save his own ass. Because remember, they didn't know whether they should trust Tyler or not. And some people was on the fence, like, should we not? And then, like, Alex was like, I trust Tyler. He'll do the right thing.
Side note, that damn lockdown, false alarm shit, that was fucked up.
What?
The fake gunshots. Y'all really did fake gunshots, too? What could be scared for their lives? What the fuck wrong with y'all? And then the
people try to make it seem like people thought Jessica, because she's the president, they tried to make it seem like she was with that. Yeah. He told her he was going to take extra security measures, and she thought that was okay, being what they had gone through, but he didn't say nothing about that drill. And so people thought she had to do with that, and like he let them think that shit. I'm
glad she still got to go to. I'm glad they still had prom.
I know they needed that. Cause she was like, we deserve to like dance and just forget for a second.
It was like Hannah died, Monty died, Bryce died, Jeff died. Remember Jeff from season 1?
Somebody died.
All of them died in tragic ways. All these kids died in tragic ways. They need a break. Cut their asses a break. Because Jeff didn't deserve to die at all. He was a really good character.
So
he was fine. He was a nice person. He was a nice jock. He wasn't a dickhead.
like most of them. He was so nice to Clay. It was no reason for him to die. I think his death was like so uncalled for. He could have really went far in that show, I think.
Yeah, so like I said before, y'all could have busted out 2 extra episodes. Jeff? Because he wasn't that impactful.
So what? They should have showed him his spine. Courtney was kind of impactful a little bit because she was like she kissed Hannah and stuff. But
the gay boy that had the zine, Ryan, he was back too, and
they brought Ryan back. I was like, brought him back too. Ryan wasn't that important.
Yeah, he was. He was on tape.
Oh, I don't remember.
Yeah.
I don't know who that is.
Yeah, so from Capitol Heights, Maryland, that's what it is.
Yeah, I have no idea who that is though. So.
But yeah, so I mean, any last thoughts on 13 Reasons Why?
No, I just want to be watching that shit for a while.
I'm still watching it. I'm watching season 2 again, and so if it's important, they'll text you. Right. But yeah, anyway, so I'm watching season 2 again. I'm gonna watch season 2 again, and I'm gonna watch a little bit of season 4 again. I think season 2 and season 4 are my 2 most favorite seasons out of all the seasons.
Why are you telling me how I thought about?
Oh, yes, Glee, yes. So, I've never watched Glee before, and I've always refused to watch it because I've never wanted to be in that thing or whatever, but I saw on Twitter that the girl Leah Michelle was trending because her co-castmates were saying how much of a bitch she was. Yeah. Did that come out? Yeah. So,
I was saying because, on the, not the last season, the season before that, because the reason it ended what it did is like one of the main characters, he died of a drug overdose.
In real life, the one
of her and Corey Monteith, but him and her were, they were actually engaged to be married like 2 weeks after he died. So like
they were engaged 2 weeks after he died.
No, they were engaged to be married. They were going to be married like 2 weeks after the day that he died. Like they were going to be married in like 2 weeks. Fuck. So that was fucked up. But on the episode, they like did a tribute episode to him when he died. It's called The Quarterback, and sometimes like they were such a tight knit group of friends. Like when he died, I've watched like videos and I read about it like when it came out. Like when since they were in Glee Club, they would like take turns on like singing the song that remind them of him or whatever. And but like when they would sing the song, they would like I guess they were saying how real like their emotions. Of course, their emotions were real, but like in those moments they weren't acting. They were singing like real songs that would like remind them of him. But like what brought me to it to remind me of 13 Reasons Why is because for a long time I couldn't watch that episode again. I just started watching like every now and then I'll go back and watch it like when I have nothing else to watch. But I've only watched it like 2 or 3 times since then, and that was probably like 2013 or 14 or something like that. Like, and it took me years to try to watch it. I just started watching that probably a year ago. So like I don't do them death episodes and death shows. I get to it. Even though he's dead in real life. Even the character, because he was kind of like the leader of the group. Yeah. And so, for him to die. It's a never do when they to die too, but like he committed suicide because he's about to go to jail for child pornography.
Oh my God.
That happened like last year.
In real life?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
He killed himself, so I don't feel bad.
Oh my God.
Because he got caught with some child pornography shit.
Oh my God.
So you killed yourself, so you don't got to do time.
Oh my God.
Some bitch shit.
Anywho.
Is that it for that's why I brought up Glee.
Is that it for the show? Any last thoughts on 13? Oh yeah, you said the thing. Okay.
Yeah,
any more shows? That's it.
On the show.
That's it. Okay. One more thing. Stylishly Heard is coming very soon, guys. Coming very soon. Look out for that. Make sure you guys follow our Instagram page at Heard the Podcast, HERD the Podcast. That's coming very soon. Anywho, all right, on to the popular culture segment. Just gonna breeze over this real quick. Did you hear about the Trina shit? How she was saying some wild shit about the protests and how blah blah blah, wild animals, blah blah blah. So yeah, she got dragged on Twitter, rightfully so, of course. And she apologized. She said on that radio show she said on the radio show with her and Trick Daddy in Miami. And she apologized for it and said, basically she educated herself more on the whole thing, and she apologized. She would never call black people animals and blah blah blah, whatever. And I'm like, girl, you just wanted to save your fucking job because you were trending and people were dragging your ass. And yeah, honestly, because that's not a good look for your damn radio show. It's
fucking not animals.
It's not a good look for you. So I'm not getting into that too much. Y'all know. If y'all don't know, it doesn't really matter. Anyway, that's that. Energy. That's that. And okay, so girl, did you see 6ix9ine and Akon So 6ix9ine is, I guess he's like releasing a locked up remix featuring Akon soon. With his lace front. Why is this lace front there? What's the lace front?
I mean, I already knew he was wearing lace front anyway, but like
he was always wearing lace front stuff.
I know, but I knew that he has been.
Yeah, lately, yeah.
But like that joint was like a whole
crazy.
Like it looks like if Nicki Minaj would wear that.
I think the dude I Am Jonathan wears those shits. I mean, does his lace fronts.
Oh yeah, I don't know who.
Yeah, because it was a video.
She's like, why are you wearing?
It was a video a couple weeks ago of him of Jonathan doing his hair, doing 6ix9ine's hair, or whatever. So, yeah. So I think he does his lace fronts now. Because his name is Jonathan, right? He does Meg Thee Stallion's hair and like.
Okay.
Yeah. So
I just don't. I mean, I get why.
I don't understand why he's on the lace front. I don't get it.
I only say because he likes all those colors, but he probably don't want to damage his own hair, so he'll wear the wigs. But like, why you got these long ass ponytails? Them shits the ponytail was evenly cut and shit. Like it was really styled. Like
yeah.
I'm just like. I don't know.
He wants attention. Go off this front.
I get you want to protect.
Listen, the dudes was just wearing fake dreads. Talk about this a couple episodes ago.
Yeah, no, I mean they got a couple episodes ago. Niggas got units with the waves and all of that. So like,
do your thing. I just don't know why Akon's with your. I mean, hey, Akon, get your money, Akon. You know it's gonna be. It's clout worthy. I guess.
I just don't know why he's wearing them. I mean, why are you making a locked up remake? You're not even locked up no more. He's talking about from what I got from that video, he was talking about his time in jail. Okay, because I just kept scrolling and seeing that damn weed.
I was like, what is this shit?
What is going on? What is happening?
Look, listen, they doing their shit. Like they still still working with him. Points. That's what I said. I was like, 6ix9ine gonna be just fine when you get out of jail. I knew it. I don't know how these shows are gonna be set up, but listen, you gonna be just fine when it comes to making the music and shit. I'm curious to see how that. I don't know what happened, but we'll see. So when that whole video came out, Tory Lanez was upset because he was like, "Damn, Akon, how you clear that sample, but you couldn't clear the sample? Because remember, you could clear the sample for Chicks Tapes 5. You know, Chicks Tapes had all them damn samples and shit on that damn album. So he was like, "Damn, Akon, why you didn't clear my shit or whatever?" And so Spectacular from Pretty Ricky came out of nowhere and was like, steal it like you stole our shit. And I'm just like, I was taken aback because I was like, what the? This is random as fuck, first of all. Second of all, what? Like, wait, what did he steal? He did a sample of Your Body on but no, is it? I didn't listen to the whole yes, sir. That's Your Body. Yeah, he sampled that on Chicks Tapes. So he did so Spectacular was like, you stole it, whatever the fuck. And then I guess they were going back and forth or whatever, and somebody was like, keep it 2 Virgils or whatever the fuck, you know, that whole thing. I'm gonna start saying that shit now. I didn't even know he stole. This is what happened. Sampled that song. Cause you didn't listen to the album. Everybody knows he sampled. I didn't listen to the whole. I listened to some of it. Yeah, he sampled Pretty Ricky a couple times, I think. Spectacular being shady. Yeah, he is. And like, you're not even like a key figure in that group. Like, it's all about Pleasure P. Like, what? He don't even do music like that no more. This nigga is a motivational speaker. Yeah, like I don't think he was ever really a real rapper or whatever he was trying to be in that group. So anyway, what he said. Oh, this is what Tory Lanez said. He said, "So what y'all telling me is Akon gave Locked Up remix sample to someone else and not me? I'm going back to bed, man. LOL, whatever." And then Spectacular was like, "You should have just stole it like grind on me in Your Body. Why stop now? Just keeping it 2 Virgils." And then Tory Lanez was like, "Spectacular, stole what? Actually, I bought the rights from whoever signed you and publishes your music. But I guess you weren't a part of that conversation. Go stare in someone's eyes and rub on someone's thighs and leave me out of this. Good night, my black brother." And Spectacular says, "Ever since you got that new hairline, you've been acting different. Stop with the cat. Last time I checked, I owned my own masters. What type of bootleg business you running? You acting like Virgil, not keeping the 2 Virgils." They be killing me with that 2 Virgil shit. So then Tory Lanez released the receipts of like him buying the sample or fuck, I don't know, whatever. Anyway, so that's that. I don't know, whatever. Anywho, that was funny. It was just funny to hear. Keep it 2 Virgils. I'm gonna say that shit. Anyway, so that's that. And so Amanda Seales has left the Real. She decided not to renew her contract for the Real. She did not get fired, guys. She decided not to be that so bad. She decided not to renew her contract, and so this is the thing. I was happy that she joined The Real because I definitely felt like, I mean, y'all can go back to my last episodes. I've said this before. Like, I've definitely felt like Amanda Seales, they really needed her for The Real because she really provided substance to The Real, and she could really deep dive into certain topics because I often felt like Adrian and Lonnie and Jeannie and Tamara, they really didn't really give me what I needed when it came to content and really giving me The Real since the show was called The Real. So the issue with Amanda Wright, since she's been on the show, they've been talking a lot about race, or like they've been really getting into things when it came to race,
right?
And people didn't like that. The audience didn't like that. The audience was used to the formula of them not really getting into things. You know what I mean? And I guess a lot of I guess when it comes to talking about race, when you're not black, it can be often uncomfortable for you if you're racist. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So, in Amanda's words, there was a lot of Karens that were fans of that show. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? So, a lot of times, that they'll get complaints about, oh, Amanda, we talk about race, blah, 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 whatever. And, they will always talk about how, she would make facial expressions when they would speak, when the other co-hosts would speak about certain things. Like, Amanda will always make facial expressions and things like that. Just nitpicky things about Amanda and her personality. But, Amanda has her own personality. She's not for everyone. And she said that before. But, I feel like a lot of times when it comes to black women, people nitpick about certain things and try to make it seem like, oh, you're aggressive, or your demeanor is just off-putting and this and that, blah, blah, blah.
Just because if you're explaining something to me and I'm sitting here like this and I'm just listening, just because I'm making this face doesn't mean I'm not sitting here listening to you.
Yeah, you could be thinking
what you're saying. Yeah. You don't how you just gonna assume what the fuck she's thinking?
I have a thinking face. Like when you're saying things to me, Taylor, I might be thinking certain things that you're saying to me. I might be going into deep thought.
Yeah, but I don't ever assume that you just
what I mean. But people would nitpick at her and say, "Oh, look at the facial."
And that's all it is nitpicking.
But I will always remember her trending about certain things when it came to that. When it came to that show and her expressions and what she would say on certain things, and she would always trend on Twitter about certain stuff
because they're so used to when there is a serious issue or a serious matter, they're just not used to somebody. First of all, combating with them, especially with Lonnie. Yeah. Lonnie always got an opinion on. I don't know. And
I really feel like Lonnie, and I feel like Lonnie, she really feels like she's the dominant one in this whole thing. I guess.
She does, and I'm so glad Amanda came on. I was so happy when she joined it, but I at the same time, I understand why she had to leave.
I didn't like how Lonnie would, like I said before, I didn't like how Lonnie would always say things like, this is why we brought Amanda on. This is why we did this. Girl, you have no say.
It was not your decision.
It's not. And this is the thing when it came to Amanda Seales, because she talked to Hollywood a lot about why she left. Mm-hmm. She talked about how, the producers really wanted her to, limit her, talking about the racial issues and things like that, because it was off-putting to some people or whatever that sorry, but the producers really wanted to limit her rhetoric when it came to racial issues, and she wasn't really having that. And she also said that the showrunner is a white woman. They said the showrunner is a white woman, and they also said the person that is don't you know when they have the little hot topics, the little girl chat topics and stuff? Yeah. She said that segment is controlled by a white man too. So it's she said these people that are not of our culture, you're not of this experience. So how could you know this experience? You're not of this culture.
And that's why I understand why she left.
And she was saying, this show is called. She even said, this show is called The Real, but the things that are going on behind the scenes is just it's not really,
It's not what it is.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So it's just you have a white woman as a showrunner, you have a white man that's controlling the topics in which I talk about. You know what I mean? So it's it's not really.
And it's
authentic.
All people.
It's not really authentic. Yeah, so I'm saying you have these women of color of all these different races. You have the black and mixed and Asian and Latina. Yeah. You have all these women of all these different races on this panel, and you're not making use of that. Exactly. And you're trying to control that and sugarcoat it basically. And that's why that's why I stopped watching that show. When Tamar was gone, I was this is not authentic to me.
Once Tamar left, I started watching it when Amanda came back. I don't even watch the show, but I watch Amanda's clips and stuff like that. Mm-hmm. And but that's all I watch
the show.
I only watched it back when Tamar was on there. Mm-hmm. After she left, didn't watch it.
And things I really was rooting for the real because it was like because. Even just in general, I wanted it to be something that I was interested in because when it came to the View were like no shade, but like they're all women that are like my grandma's age and like women in the political scene and things like that, and like the real was more down to earth to me. It was more like relatable to me. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? So I wanted to be the best it can be, but like when it comes to like you got white people running the show and controlling the topics and things like that. No, it's not real to me. It's not real to me, and like Amanda was saying, like, no, she didn't like how things would happen behind the scenes either. You know what I mean? So it was just like, why does she want to be there? And right now, you know, she's really focused on like, you know, she's about independence now, and just like, you know, she's like saying like, no, I can't have a boss. I need to have my own shit. It needs to be by my own rule.
And she said, I remember I saw it. She tweeted like, what would you guys want me to do next or something, like that. Yeah. And everybody was saying she need like her own. And then I replied and I was like, you need your own talk show where you don't have all these restrictions. You can talk about what the hell you want to talk about.
I think she should really like really invest into her YouTube channel. Really just have a production. Really have a production set around her YouTube channel.
I said the same thing.
Yeah.
Because that's kind of the only way she would have like.
Full control and
the freedom to say what she wanted to say.
But I did hear that I was watching a couple of blogs earlier, and I did hear like, you know, if you talk about certain issues, like certain racial issues on YouTube, they'll like demonetize it. Yeah,
that's so annoying.
That's what I heard. I
hope it's not true.
But a YouTuber said it. So yeah. So I don't know, but yeah. Yeah, she needs her own shit. No rules. And I'm tired of people always trying to give her the narrative of like she's the problem. You know, everyone's not perfect, but like it's like when she announced that she wasn't going back on the real, it's like, oh no, she got fired. She got fired. And she was like, no, like something's wrong with y'all, but y'all just can't accept the truth for what it is. If I got fired, I would have said I got fired. You know, I would have been going off about me being fired. But no, I have not got fired.
She had no shame in saying y'all got fired.
Right. She had no shame when she got put out that damn Emmys party.
She talked about that time and time again. So like, come on now.
Right.
She chose to leave, and she did that. Of course I'm going to miss seeing her on there, but I understand why she left, and I respect it, and I get it. It didn't feel right in her spirit to like be on it no more. It wasn't serving her, so she wrote it.
Yeah, because it was like she said, you know, it was like people were used to this show a certain way, and when she came along, people were just like, who is this broad? Like, who is this person that's changing the formula?
It was so much better.
It was so much better because they don't really, man. Like, I'm not telling you, they don't do it for me, man. They don't Lonnie. They don't do it for me, man. They don't do it for me. They don't. No. So
that's why they got more Karens watching.
Yep. Anywho, speaking of Amanda Seales, she was one of the ones that had to call out Terry Crews yesterday. Girl.
He don't know sound damn mouth.
He don't. And I think that he's just
it's like, I like you, so why are you like this?
Huh?
I usually like Terry Crews. Like,
yeah.
Why are you like
I love
this?
his little goofy ass characters and shit.
Yeah.
But hey, I mean,
I watch everybody's
because after that whole Gabrielle Union thing that happened on NBC, he just felt like people, like, you know, black people were just mad at his ass, and like he didn't feel accepted in the black community because we were mad. The thing is, like, we're mad at you, rightfully so. Like, you say dumbass shit all the time, and you fucking take away from you don't help the issue at hand. You don't.
It was somebody check you on and you fucking mad.
So this is what happened. This is what he said. This is what Terry Crews said on Twitter. Defeating white supremacy without white people creates black supremacy. Equality is the truth. Like it or not, we are all in this together. Any black person who calls me a coon or an Uncle Tom for promoting equality is a black supremacist because they have determined who's black and who is not. First of all,
what the fuck is a black supremacist?
It doesn't exist. That's fucking stupid. This is why people get upset with you, Terry Crews. Black supremacist is that, and then first of all, you're being a coon. If someone calls you a coon, you have to be black to be a coon. A coon is a person that is a coon is a black person that seeks white validation.
First of all,
so you have to be black to be a coon. First of all, second of all, how are you a white? We're not a white supremacist. I mean, we're not black supremacists. For being black is not supreme. Being black is not supreme. That's what race. That's why black is black falls under race.
This just sounds so ignorant.
This is stupid. Like, being black is not supreme in any way. That's why we have this issue now. That's why we outside. That's why we outside right now, marching past the Trump Hotel.
What do you think?
Like I did. We was at Trump. We was right outside Trump Hotel in DC, and we was like, "Hey, Trump has got to go." That's what we said. Like
I was supposed to go with this group called Freedom Fighters DC.
Oh shit!
And they be like helping people pass out. They pass out food to people and water that been out all day protesting, and they got like a nursing station. For people that get like hurt or whatever, and that's what they like help them pass out food.
Did you see police officers punching holes in water bottles? What state was that? Somewhere, but it was punching holes in water bottles.
I told you about that last week. They put it in. They've been putting some type of something in the water. So like check y'all water bottles.
So Amanda Seals said this on Twitter in response to Terry Crews. She was like, "Well, now we know why Terry Crews threw Gabrielle Union under the bus. Always beware of the coons in the mist." Coons are Negroes who choose white approval over black advancement. That's what Amanda says, which is very true.
Yep.
She also said this.
I think I saw that tweet.
Oh shit, my bad. You said what?
I think I saw her tweet that.
Yeah. I'm reading her tweets. Yeah.
I don't know.
How did none of y'all tell me what Terry Crews was over on Twitter doing last night?
Yeah. So and then also, to my surprise, Tyler James Williams, the one that played Chris on Everybody Hates Chris, he played his son. He had said something. He was like, yeah, girl, he looked fine. He was like, he said, "I'm not trying to call you out, Terry Crews. You know it's all love always, but we're rightfully angry right now and fed up with anyone not with our cause wholeheartedly. I don't want to see that energy pointed your way or diverted from the cause." Terry Crews replies, "I understand, Tyler. I was not saying black supremacy exists, because it doesn't. I am saying if both black and whites don't continue to work together, bad attitudes and resentments can create a dangerous self-righteousness, that's all." First of all, you literally said...
You just made up a term, black supremacy.
You literally said, like, what? This is why you said this. Huh.
He made it up.
And then Godfrey, the comedian Godfrey said, "I love you as a friend, Brother Terry, but I disagree with you 100%. No such thing as black supremacy. That is a tactic that racist whites use to counteract our rebellion to their horrific treatment of us. It's called gaslighting. Black pride isn't anti-white." Terry Crews says, "I agree. I'm not discussing white people here. There are gatekeepers of blackness within our own community who decide who's black and who's not. I have often been called out for not being black enough. How can that be?" First of all, and the things he's making this about him, and it's not about you. This movement is bigger than you.
Way bigger.
And this is why he came out and said this bullshit, black supremacist. This is what, because you don't feel black, because you don't feel accepted enough in the black community. But it's your fault because of the things that you say. You didn't defend Gabrielle Union when you said it was something. What else he do in the past? He said some dumb shit. What do you have to do?
I don't know.
It's a lot. It's just you did.
But you're doing
this on yourself. Yeah. So we rightfully, like your son said, we're rightfully mad.
Your son said.
We're rightfully upset. So like you making this about you and you not feeling black enough because you didn't like what?
Child, how you gonna say you said black supremacists made up a whole term and
then said it doesn't exist.
Didn't say black supremacists. I didn't say
there's gatekeepers of black. No, like we're mad at you and rightfully so. No, gatekeepers of black.
Just sit down and just be quiet for a while.
When you say things like this is why people don't
include
you in the movement.
Take his whole phone, throw it away.
That's what Dwayne Wade said that one time. He said, "Can somebody take Terry Crews' phone?"
For real, because like he don't understand his mouth. You just need. He don't need to. If you don't understand your mouth, don't say nothing. Oh,
but that's the problem. He thinks that he knows. He thinks he knows, and he doesn't know.
Somebody need to tell him. Why ain't nobody told him?
Yeah,
he personally.
His wife need to tell his ass shit. Is she tired of his bullshit?
Or maybe she agrees.
No, I don't think so. I don't know because I'm sure.
I ain't heard of that.
Have you seen his wife before, girl? Look, Google her because it's like. I'm sure she has fought all her life to be black enough, honey. Okay. Okay. So B Simone was trending on Twitter.
I don't even want to talk about
your
this.
Face.
Bitch,
you are so over
eyebrows.
I saw you retweeted. You retweeted that dude, Carrie. He said, "Well, your eyebrows look like what did it say? Your eyebrows look like
B2K in 2002."
Yeah, I'm done. I'm done.
Because I always think about how I don't like her eyebrows. I've been thinking about this the first time I saw her. I was like, maybe she got stitches before. Like, I was trying to give her a benefit of the doubt.
Pencil it in.
She could do something. Maybe she just choose to cut it and have a snip.
Pencil it in.
It don't look good. Sis.
So this is what I'm gonna play the clip for y'all real quick, so you know what she said. She was on the Nick Cannon show, the Nick Cannon morning show he got on in LA.
Can't have a 9 to 5.
Hold on.
He can't have a 9 to 5.
What? Why not? You don't want to have an honest job?
I mean, he could be a hustling entrepreneur.
So you want him to be you want CEO status?
Yes.
Okay, he can't
So
like, he can't clock in and clock out.
No.
Damn,
I think
Simone.
entrepreneurs should date entrepreneurs.
Okay, but still, there's people who have really good jobs with vocational skills. If he's a mechanic,
I'm sure, but no, you're not gonna understand my lifestyle. You're not gonna understand why I'm up at 3 a.m.
Damn, you making this hard. Okay, all right.
You know, he has to be an entrepreneur.
A business owner. He getting one of them stimulus packages from Donald Trump, one of them small business loans, and he ain't buying jewelry with it.
We're moving into that direction.
All right.
Okay, so people, she was trending on. Is she still trending today? Let me see if she's still trending. Because honestly, she's been on Instagram Live the whole day defending herself. By the way,
you should
just letting you know, having her friends do IG lives with her, like light skin Keisha and her, all them call in and defend her and shit. Let me see if she's still trending real quick. Hold on.
I haven't even checked.
Yep, she's still trending. Anyway, so she basically said, if you heard, like, you know, whatever, she basically said she can only date a dude that's an entrepreneur, a 9 to 5 dude, or 9 to 5 person is not going to understand her hustle or the fuck. She needs an entrepreneur type of hustle dude, whatever the fuck, right? This is my whole thing. Okay, so I'm not completely. This is the thing. She got on Instagram Live today and tried to defend herself. And she had her friend, light skin Keisha, and all of the people, like, you know, try to reword her shit or whatever the fuck. And she basically said, you know, there's nothing, she has nothing against 9 to 5 people, but, you know, let me see. What'd she say?
Get your hustle on. Don't steal your. You go around here and say what type of all day. Show. Get your hustle on. Don't steal your. Go get your as a job. Go clock in. Go do what you have to do. Period. Because I know years, and I didn't have nothing against that. There's still no period. Period. I'm the only entrepreneur in my family. You think I'm saying family? Period. Somebody said it's deeper than schedule and flexibility. It's a mindset.
Okay, so she's trying to say, like, you know, a 9 to 5 dude wouldn't really understand her entrepreneurial hustle.
Understand that part.
And the thing is, I'm not gonna go too hard on her because she's not dissing 9 to 5 people, but what my whole thing is, like, how do you know that they're not going to understand your hustle?
And that's
how do you know that? Everyone is different. Every 9 to 5 is different. Every person has a different mentality. No matter, everyone that works 9 to 5 doesn't have a 9 to 5 mentality. You know what I'm saying?
And even on top of that, you don't know who they dated before you.
Exactly.
You don't know what they've been accustomed to before you. It was
and 9 to 5 people are the ones that support you.
Hello. So like,
and those people are the ones that is the reason why your book got $1 million, because her new book reached $1 million in sales.
Even though she don't, like, you gotta remember who came from.
Exactly.
Even though she's not really trying to put nobody down that has a 9 to 5. Mm-hmm. At the same time, it's still coming off like that.
Yes, you are.
You just were there. You just became a millionaire.
Exactly.
You were just there. Mm-hmm. You were just there. Somebody tweeted.
You're dissing your audience.
Somebody just
consumers.
Tweeted that, like, 3 years ago, she was serving him food somewhere.
Oh, really? I didn't see that.
Yeah, like, I saw somebody tweet that shit, and like, it's like it was only 3 years ago, baby girl.
But she said that. She said she used to do that. She said she said it. She was honest about that.
I know, but
my whole thing is like, you saying they're not going to understand you. That's not.
You don't know that.
You don't know that, and like, it's like you're trying to, like, when you say things like that, you're trying to classify. You're making yourself like the upper echelon, and then
put everybody else in a fucking bubble.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like beneath you, kind of. Mm-hmm. And that's how it comes off. You don't understand. Like, you saying that someone doesn't understand your entrepreneurship because they work at 9 to 5 is not accurate. It's very ignorant, and it's just the thing would be, Simone. Like I said before, I'm not on the B Simone hate train at all. I have friends and people I follow on Twitter that say that she's annoying as fuck and blah, blah, blah. But when it comes to B Simone, I think a lot of times, because she's like 30, 31, I don't know, but I think a lot of times the things that she says is kind of immature to me.
Yeah, and that was one of those things.
I think that she's too old to be saying the certain things that she says.
And I also think that, and I say this in many
she should be more open-minded than this. She should have more wisdom. She should have more wisdom than this. Be more wise than this. You what? A person that works 9 to 5 is going to understand your entrepreneur. That makes no sense at all. It depends on the person that you're with. Period. Because you being an entrepreneur, honestly, your shit can be gone tomorrow, B. Simone. Period.
It could just as quick as you
being an entrepreneur is fun because we're both entrepreneurs. We have a podcast, whatever. But it's very iffy. It's a very iffy thing.
You either make it or
it's very fickle. It can be gone tomorrow. You're just starting your stuff.
She just hit $1 million.
And the thing is too, you can work 9 to 5 and be an entrepreneur from 5 to 9. You feel me?
Because some people have 9 to 5s. Still got it's people that got a side hustle. So start their own.
We would do this after work. I would come home after work and we would do this.
You could be a CEO of your own business and still have a 9 to 5 just to help fund that.
Support that. You know? So it's what are you saying?
Exactly. And then she said she's not trying to down nobody. She said she's the first entrepreneur in her family, so she's not trying to she's not saying fuck my family or down to her family. So I get that. But I always tell people, whether you meant it that way, that's how I came off.
And you're
still coming off that way.
You're minimizing someone's potential because they're not an entrepreneur like you.
How you know they're not working towards that? How you know what I'm saying?
How you gonna tell them what they understand? How?
You don't even know them. You don't know what they've been through before they met you.
So I'm gonna read this real quick. So this girl named Dani Taylor, I went to high school with her. I went to college with her as well. She is in the marketing and communications field. She's doing really good for herself right now. But she tweeted this. She said, "Never understood why so many entrepreneurs bash those who work 9 to 5s and those who work for other people," in quotation marks. To put things into perspective, these same people who you bash are your customers. They are your staff. Wait, what? She said, sorry. To put things into perspective, these same people who you bash are your customers. They are your staff. Not everybody wants to be a boss or be an entrepreneur, and that's okay. Let's stop putting pressure on everybody to be something that they are not. Period.
Mm-hmm. Very well said. Very well said. I agree. I ain't never bought none of her lip gloss or nothing, but it's people that work 9 to 5s or whatever, and they're buying all your shit up. So, if it wasn't for these people, you would not have none of this.
Right.
What are you saying?
This is where your money. This your bread and butter. And she keep talking about what man she wants and a boyfriend, and that's getting kind of old.
And she ain't got one. Yeah. She had a fake one.
Who?
The baby.
That wasn't even fake. That wasn't even fake. I mean, no. It was fake. It was fake. But you wasn't a fake boyfriend. He was.
No, that's what I know. Yeah. He wasn't actually pretending to be a boyfriend. It was in that music video.
Yeah.
And he came out for 2 seconds, and that was it.
Yeah. So I get the whole not wanting someone to, not wanting to be with someone that doesn't understand you, for sure. I get that completely, because I was with someone who was he had a whole bunch of problems. You know what I'm talking about? Mm-hmm. Well, he had a whole bunch of problems, but one of the things that really got on my nerves was his ambition. I didn't like how he just didn't want better for himself. And you know what I'm saying? You have to, if you're broke and you need money and you don't have too many responsibilities, the things that he didn't have no car, all he had was an apartment that he could barely afford and his cell phone bill. You know what I'm saying? So you're broke and you can barely pay your rent. You need to figure out how to get 2 jobs then. This one job is not paying enough, so you need to get 2 jobs. Do it. I had to encourage that. But at first I had to, he finally got 2 jobs, but it was it didn't work out for too long, but he finally got 2 jobs, but I had to really drill it into him. You know what I mean?
You shouldn't even have to do all of that.
I'd have to do all that, yeah. But he's not very. It's but even with the 2 jobs thing, it was just some dead end job type shit. But my whole thing was, okay, you got 2 jobs, get the money right, but still figure out, okay, so what is your purpose? What are you good at? Because you don't want to always work for someone. The thing is with me, I don't want to work for someone. But that's me. I'm not downing anybody. That's just me. Right. If I become as successful as B. Simone one day, that's fine. I'm still not going to say, oh, a 9 to 5 guy isn't going to understand me. No, people that have 9 to 5s and make 6 figures and please, hello,
what?
Hello,
and they work for somebody else on it, but they're making hella money.
But
I'm not going to knock that.
But my whole thing was with him, I said, okay, so what's next? Okay, so what do you want to do? Like, what are you trying to like do? Like, what's your potential? Like, what are you trying to do? And my whole thing was like, I'm not really a fan of working and getting. I'm not really a fan of check the check because like that's not security to me.
Right.
You want to be secure. You want to have something that's like that can benefit you and you know what I mean. This simple shit in life. Something that's like valuable and like it's just have a way of life. You don't want to live. Check the check. You want to have like a foundation for yourself. You want to have stuff for your kids and future kids and grandkids. All these things. You want to like build like a lifestyle that's comfortable and that's lucrative and stress free. Because a lot of people that are stressed out is because of finances. You know what I'm saying?
That'd be the main issue.
That's what I'm saying. The main issue. And my whole thing with him was like he said something to me one time. And this is when I really was chipping away at the relationship. He said something like this. He was like, why does it matter? Because I was saying like, you need to figure out how to save more money because you don't have no money saved in the bank. Like you don't have no real money for real. Mm-hmm. Try to save money. Like let's do this. And things with me, I was struggling too, but like I still had like my education as a backup. Because I had my degree, but I still was working as well. But like, I still had. I don't think we started the podcast yet, but I was still doing other shit. I had like a YouTube channel. I had a YouTube channel. I was still doing shit. And my whole thing was like, look, you don't have as many responsibilities as me. So it's easier for you to save money right now. So like try to find a way to save more money or whatever, and like try to make more money or whatever. And he said something like, he was like, why do I have to save money if all my bills are paid?
That sounds so stupid.
As long as I pay my bills, why do I have to save money?
But you don't want to have something left over.
You see what I'm saying? That's why he was a dumbass.
You need to have something. He was
an idiot, Taylor. He was a fucking idiot.
I will.
But he said that. But the thing is, like, his bills weren't paid though. So it's like you're not doing anything. You're not doing anything right.
What are you even talking?
You're not doing anything right. So what are you saying?
What are you talking about?
But people like that, I get. People not understanding your hustle mentality. Because with me, I'm like, okay, I'm trying to figure that I don't want to always do this check the check thing. I want to figure out, okay, so how can I make my life as comfortable as possible and feel fulfilled as much as possible and feel like how can I use my potential to the highest degree? How can I do this? You know what I mean? I'm trying to find meaning in myself. You know what I mean? And that's why I was like, okay, this isn't working for me because this is the type of nigga that it's not gonna work for me. This is how niggas like that think. And I don't want that.
That can be a turn off.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Had to go.
But if he was a 9-to-5 dude that supported me,
that's fine.
And encouraged me,
great.
And understood why I was up at 3 a.m. recording videos and things like that, and like maybe here and there, maybe suggested some stuff. That's cool.
That's fine.
That's fine.
Just because he don't have the same,
and that's possible. People like that exist.
As you don't mean that he wouldn't understand. You don't know that. You don't even know who this person would be. You don't know nothing about them at this point. So how you going to just assume that he ain't going to know what your life is like?
Yeah.
Maybe you would want to be a part of it. She got a YouTube channel. Like, what if they had a couple channels? Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You never know. You could incorporate this nigga. Like, she don't make sense.
Yeah. Anywho,
whatever, child. I ain't giving them all my energy.
Yeah, but I love what Donye tweeted though for sure. That was
you're
cool.
very well said.
Yeah. And so lastly, do you listen to Little Mix?
No.
I just wanted to ask. I don't. I just wanted to make sure.
I was hoping. I was like, she already liked Fifth Harmony. Please don't like them too.
I mean, I really got into them because I didn't really care much. But
I hated that one song. I forgot what it's called.
Wings.
Yeah, I hate that fucking song.
Oh, girl. But no. I brought it up briefly because it's one black girl in the group.
I know.
Well, I think one of the other girls is mixed, but she looks more white. But there's a black girl in the group named Leanne. Or Leanne, and she was talking about experiencing racism and in the group, not of the group members, but like in the group, and when they would go to foreign places and things like that. This racism in the group, and she said how she said how her and Normani had a bond because Normani was the only black girl in her group.
Yeah.
And they bonded over like their trials when it came to racism. When it came to because they had a lot of those like Fifth Harmony and Little Mix, they both had like mainstream success, and they both Normani and Leanne have experienced their own racism when it comes to the audiences and how people receive them in the group, and sometimes Normani even said at some point she would feel invisible in the group, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So yeah, so I just want to bring that up because
I like that they had that bond.
Yeah,
I like that a lot. That's good.
I just wanted to say that. That's all. Just wanted to bring that up. That's all.
That's good. I like that. I'm happy.
I'm about to edit the shit episode because I was stuttering and then your shit and then it was a lot of shit.
There was a lot going on in the episode.
Yeah. Anyway, so that's all for my shit. Do you have something you want to talk about?
No.
I
was gonna talk about that Lil Wayne situation, but I don't want to give it no energy.
Girl, I'm not talking about that shit. Girl,
it's just disappointing because you know
it's the same shit over again. It's just whatever. You see how Kanye donated to George Floyd's daughter college fund and donated to
we was just saying how silent he was.
Silent.
Donated.
He got that purse open.
Coins to them families. So
as long as he don't say no, just keep quiet. Keep it 2 Virgils. And just just keep your purse open and do what you gotta do. Just keep it quiet because at this point, listen, okay, I'm done.
I ain't mad at you.
You saw he was outside with protesters in Chicago.
Yeah, I did see that.
Mm-hmm.
Had his hoodie on. He was trying to be saying, "Niggas know who you are."
Mm-hmm.
I was happy to see him out there.
He was there, so
he was silent, but he doing the right thing.
Kendrick is outside too.
Kendrick was outside.
Mm-hmm.
J. Cole was outside. Ariana Grande was out.
Mm-hmm.
I forgot.
Michael B. Jordan finance outside.
Oh, he was.
Mm-hmm. He was speaking on the megaphone. Mm-hmm. Girl, John Boyega, he was outside for another time.
Yeah, so he was going in.
Yeah, and Jordan Peele was like, "Look, I got you. If you feel like you blackballed, we got you over here."
Yeah, because he was like, "I don't even know if I'm gonna job after this, but fuck that."
Nah, Jordan Peele was like, "We got you, kid. What you want to be?"
You know, Jordan Peele will look out. He's a really good actor too.
He is.
So. I saw Star Wars.
That's another one I want to meet. All right. Anywho, music.
What you got?
Sweetie said she's gonna release a single this month, so hopefully that actually happens.
You said this month.
Yeah. Hopefully that actually happens. And
I'd like to hear it.
Did you catch the YouTube Class of 2020 thing?
I missed it.
I saw clips. I saw the Chloe and Halle performance. That was really cute and cool. The Meg Thee Stallion thing, that was cute and cool.
Pics.
I love Beyonce's speech. Yep. That's about it.
I gotta go find it and watch it.
Yeah.
I meant to watch it and I just forgot all about it. I've been busy the last couple of days, but it's this. You know, I love to watch the 85 South show, and so they have this new segment. Well, to me, it's new. It's called 80 Vibe.
They have a segment.
It's like a on the show. They'll cut. It was halfway through the show, whatever episode I was watching, and they have somebody perform. Mm-hmm. And it's a quarantine right now, so they weren't there with them, but they just edited it into the episode. But it was this dude. I never heard of him, but he's a rapper. His name is Transley. Have you ever heard of him? Mm-mm. The song he performed was a song. I haven't listened to all his stuff yet because I just heard about it. I heard about him a few days ago. But he had a song called "Catch This Wave" with T.I. And I just really like the beat. He gives me Anderson .Paak type vibes. Pac or Pac, I don't know how you say it.
Who?
Anderson .Paak or
Anderson .Paak.
He gives me those kind of vibes. But I really like him. I think I'm gonna listen to more of his stuff. And then also, I was in the car the other day and I heard this girl she's from Brooklyn, if I'm not mistaken. Her name is Melly Smooth Ale, some shit like that. And she had actually remixed Pop Smoke or whatever. She just rap real hard. And I like that shit. Melly.
Oh, Melly, yeah, I know Melly.
Smooth Ale, smooth.
Wait, what?
No, Melly Smooth Ale.
Oh, but I know it's a rapper named Melly, but I don't know that's smooth. That's the same Melly you're talking about.
That was her name. I Shazamed it. But she from Brooklyn or
Melly. Hold on, wait, what the fuck you talking about?
That's what it said. And she
Melly Smooth Ale.
That's what came.
Show it to me. Cause Melly talking about the same Melly.
Like a Latina girl?
Cause yeah, she Latina. Yeah, she Dominican or some shit. She from New York.
Let me show you.
Cause I follow her on Instagram.
Oh no, it says Melly and Smooth L.
Oh, and Smooth. Okay, yeah, but this is Melly right here. Okay, Melly and Smooth L. What Melly Smooth L? What? This is Melly right here.
Okay.
Yeah.
The single called BDE.
Okay, she made a remix. Yeah. Okay.
And it was the Pop Smoke song, and I really fuck with it. She just rap real hard, and I always like when girls. I'm not gonna say that's all the two girls that rap hard, but that'd be my favorite kind to listen to. But I was fucking with her hard, so I'm definitely looking to her more. I had never heard of her before. I like Shazam.
Oh yeah, she was on Meek Mill's last album. She was on that song With the Shits. Yeah.
I'm gonna look at her some more.
Yeah. She cool. She actually went viral for the first because she went viral a couple years ago for her Bodak Yellow remix. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. When I think I googled her when I first heard about it, and I saw that pop up too, but I didn't listen to it. But I was like in the car with other people, so I didn't want to like blast it. And I had my headphones, but yeah.
Anywho, okay. Well,
that's all for me.
That's it for me. I'm waiting for that Chloe Halle album to come out. It's almost June 12th.
Couple days.
Yeah, so waiting for that. Stay tuned for Stylishly Heard. Once again, guys, make sure you guys follow us on Instagram at Heard the Podcast, Twitter at Heard the Podcast. Type us in HER''D and Google, and you will see that we are available on SoundCloud, iHeartRadio, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, all those things, y'all. And this is me, Dani. You can follow me, Dani DeVito. That's DANIDEVITO __ on Instagram, and Dani DeVito with 1 _ on Twitter.
And you can follow me, Taylor, at TADYHARIN, Katie Heron, on pretty much all platforms. So yeah.
And shout out to Black Girl Culture blog. It's BLK The Culture on Twitter and Instagram. I just designed a graphic for their new campaign called the For Women Fund, and it's providing economic support to Black women, including Black trans women. So there's a fund on that. Sorry. I designed the graphic for that. You guys can go to givebutter.com /For Women Fund. That's 4 as the number 4, so it's FOUR Women Fund. So you guys can go on that website. Once again, it's givebutter.com /For Women Fund. That's the number 4 FOUR. I'm sorry, that's 4 as in the number 4 FOUR Women Fund. Okay. Well, thank you guys for listening to another episode of Heard the Podcast. And we'll see you next time. Bye.